Hello, everyone.
We are not the same people we were 24 hours ago. Less than 24 hours ago.
Your showgirls are back in business and ready to go.
We now only wear sequins and rhinestones and sparkles.
Thank you guys for all coming to hang out with us on this Friday night.
Yes, no place I'd rather be.
For real, for real. Well, should we hit them with it?
Hit him with the intro. It's showtime, baby.
Welcome to Hits Different.
Lee hee hee. I'm Ryan. That's Molly.
And we are forever changed by the life of a showgirl, Taylor Swift's 12th studio album. One that we had really big hopes for. We knew it would be good. Like, we just knew it, and we were right.
Yeah, we weren't worried, and yeah, it was everything we wanted, and then some, and then a little bit more, and a little bit more. We're still listening to it and absorbing it. It usually takes a few days to be like, all right, but I mean, it's only been less than a day, and we stay vibing.
Yes. On this live stream, we're gonna talk about our initial takes. We've been sitting with the album for like 21 hours.
Yeah, good math.
And then we're going to talk about the movie because we saw that tonight. So we'll make sure to give you guys a spoiler warning before we start talking about the movie in case anyone hasn't been able to see it yet.
Yes, and then y'all can always come back and watch this, after you've seen the movie.
Yes, for sure. If you haven't seen this backdrop yet, a lot of people in chat are complimenting our backdrop. If you're listening on audio, we're sitting in front of a big sparkly gold background with some orange star balloons.
With green uplighting.
We are dressed in our showgirl best.
Rhinestones. Molly looks like the anti-hero music video.
I broke back out my anti-hero costume because I feel like we both used our like full showgirl outfits yesterday for our live reaction.
Right.
But if you have not seen that yet, you can go to our Patreon. Our Patreon has what did the final edit ended up being, like an hour,
almost 2 hours,
an hour 40 minutes maybe.
Ish, yeah.
Of our initial initial listen. We were watching the lyrics.
Yeah. Yes.
Of the life of a showgirl. So that'll be on our Patreon. If you want to click the link in the description of this episode, you can go and check that out. And then it'll be posted on YouTube at noon on Saturday,
tomorrow.
The 4th.
Okay, tomorrow.
Yes.
Well, depending on your time zone, it might already be the 4th,
yes.
Actually.
Noon Eastern time, it'll be on YouTube.
Yes. So
where do we start?
I mean, out the gate, Fate of Ophelia.
Oh my gosh. And again, we won't talk about the movie yet.
Right.
We'll just talk about the songs to start.
I just want to preface that we had talked briefly about the track list before we got the album on some of our episodes and lives, and a lot of what we predicted came true, and nothing makes a clown feel more validated than when you're like, I thought that's what that song was about. And because Taylor, obviously in the movie, talks about the tracks beforehand, but also she's talked about them in other places and interviews already. So it's like she's just constantly validating anyone who's, clocked what some of these songs were going to be about.
Yeah, what was I going to say? Oh, on the New Heights episode, I'm like, they didn't even, they referenced that Ophelia was Shakespeare. I feel like they talked about that with Jason. My brain short-circuited because I was going to say something that was in the movie. And then I was like, wait, no, don't talk about that. Again, we're going to save any movie spoilers till later. But like Ryan was saying, before we ever heard the album, we were thinking that the song could be like a similar trope that Taylor's done before of changing the ending to something, changing the ending to Shakespeare with Love Story.
Yes.
Her arguably the song that made her skyrocket, the album that won her first Grammy, that everyone knows that Taylor song.
Right.
And so this time she, instead of Romeo and Juliet, it's Ophelia and Hamlet. And we were like, what if she changes the ending? And then when we finally got the song, we're like, she changed the ending.
Also, it's worth noting someone Anus on us in the chat said it gave me a little I Can See You vibes. Isn't that what you said?
I think so. Like,
Yeah. The song parallels also in this album were just like, I think they're still like hitting us of like, wait, this sounds just like this song. And like, it feels like she just took her whole discography and like, I said that about Tortured Poets of like, it felt ultimately like picked from each album, but this is like even more like
it was like Tortured Poets had like parallel vibes,
right? With certain
like, this
songs.
is giving a little country, and this is giving a little pop,
right?
And this is like, you know, like
certain
for
vibes.
different eras.
Whereas this feels like the most her and cohesive, but also somehow picked from some of her biggest hits over her whole career.
Tiger Cola said Wishlist is literally glitch. We
Dude,
agree. Yes.
No, literally.
Oh
no,
my
seriously.
gosh.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Fate of Ophelia, it was like Fortnite in the sense of it gave us an overarching view of what we were about to listen to, you know, like lyrics and small subtle things talking about like later on, oh, that's a spoiler for the video. Never mind. I was getting ahead. But there's a lot of crossover, and a lot of the lyrics that we got from the pop-up and elsewhere were in the first track.
Right.
Like I feel like Keep It 100.
Right.
There were others. Like
yeah, I Heard You Calling.
Yep. She was just like hitting it with the
yeah. It was so good. Yeah, when Ryan and I heard Keep It 100 the first time, we were like,
right.
Keep It 100 in the land.
Yes.
The sky. It's so catchy, and a lot of people in the past, us included sometimes, have questioned Taylor's lead single choices off of an album. A great example is Lover and Cruel Summer. Like, Cruel Summer should have been a lead single,
right,
or at least a single. It didn't even make the cut at all.
I know.
And I think that she picked right. I think the Fate of Ophelia is going to have the same type of wide appeal that Antihero did on Midnights, or even like Blank Space and Shake It Off. It's just so catchy. Yeah. But then it's deep. But then it's easy storytelling too.
If you know the lore, great. If you don't, then great. Like it's again, it's like Love Story.
You know, you know.
Everyone loves Love Story.
You don't.
So yeah, it's just really smart. And then yeah, if anyone hasn't seen the video, when you do, just buckle up, because it was probably, we collectively agreed, I think it might be
our favorite music video.
Maybe. I don't know if I need to sit with it a little bit more, because obviously we can't watch it right now until, you know, it's released to everyone in a few days. But
yeah, we'll talk about it more later, but it was really well done. And someone in the chat said, I might have chosen Opalite. And I agree. If there was another one, I think it would be Opalite.
Fun fact, I don't know. I mean, this is probably just a coincidence because, you know, they're slow rolling sometimes. But on Instagram right now, the only songs that you can use are Fate of Ophelia and Opalite. So I'm like, is this an Easter egg? Is Opalite? I mean, I don't remember how long it takes to get a second single. Like, it's a bit, I feel like. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember.
So either way, it could be, or it could just be a glitch.
Fortnite led the way for, I want to say, a month or two at least before I Can Do It With a Broken Heart became the second one. But maybe it just felt that long because there was so much going on then, and it was faster. I don't remember.
So we skipped
Let
over.
us know in the chat if you know how long Taylor usually waits in between. I feel like it's been different with different eras too. So
we're also not going in order of the track list, and it looks like right now we're talking about Opalite. So just going off of the chat. Yes, Opalite is amazing. Travis crushed. He said before that it was his favorite track, and we can guess why.
Yes.
It is a whole freaking vibe. That's the Eating Out of the Trash song.
Yep.
Yes. Okay.
Oh my gosh. There's so many good one-liners in all of these songs.
Her brother saying, her dating life was like eating out of the trash.
Yeah. I had a bad habit of, we'll get some of the lyrics wrong. We're gonna get some of the lyrics wrong right now because we're still learning. But it starts with, I had a bad habit of missing lovers past, or like romanticizing.
My
lovers
brother
past.
says,
my brother called it eating out of the trash.
Dude. And that's the, if
like
you're
going back in, like you've already like thrown it away, you've already like put it over there and like walked away, and then you like came back and you got it back out. Like, why?
And that's the, if you know, you know, if you don't, you don't. Okay, so This song was so relatable. Also, like, a lot of these songs were very relatable to my own life. I thought I related deeply to Tortured Poets, and I did. But
At the
now,
time,
yeah, but now, as you know, a girly who's been single for a minute, and like am in my like now I guess the life of a showgirl era. Yeah, and have a really fun dating past. She gets it because. Yeah, and it's so simple. Like, if you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. It's like when it's not right for you, you don't know that.
Right.
So just yeah, so many things to pluck. I'm like, we will be randomly dropping these lyrics as we do anyway in our life. Now we have a whole bunch more to add.
Yeah. I can't wait to use that song against you.
What? Remember when you said
don't eat out of the trash, Ryan?
What did I talk about? Your dating life's like eating out of the trash. And I'm like, girl, I know. Okay. Look, it's slim pickings out here. As Sabrina Carpenter says.
Pickings.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta eat out the trash because there's nothing else to eat, you know?
That's so
The analogies
funny.
are so freaking good in this album.
So funny.
So good.
Oh, Badger said, love that you've moved beyond a TTPD life, Ryan. Seriously, I can't even explain to you guys how well timed this album was in Ryan's life. Like, she went through it leading up to Tortured Poets, and after Tortured Poets had a really hard
Go
breakup.
back and watch some of our Tate Therapy episodes
Yeah.
if you want to taste. It was real.
She had a really hard breakup. Some could say Tortured Poets made her realize that she needed to, like, you know.
Technically, you're losing me. But
Yeah, like, that's where it
That's a
started.
side quest.
And then she moved across the country, like, started a whole new chapter for herself.
Like
And
7 months ago. Yeah.
like, us being together this weekend, it's like the happiest I've seen Ryan in so long. So like the fact that we got this album together, like, it's so great. And I keep meaning to tell you this. We haven't really seen a lot of the interview content yet from Taylor because we've been so like overstimulated and busy. Like, we listened to the album, talked about it, recorded our reaction. Again, that's available on Patreon if you want to go check that out. It'll be available here on YouTube at noon Eastern time on Saturday. But so we recorded that, then Alex turned around, edited it. We like all finalized it together today, and then pretty much went straight to the movies. So, like, we haven't had a whole lot of time to like search stuff and see all of the interviews that Taylor has done. But one of the ones, this had a point. One of the ones that she did that I meant to tell you about is she said that all the people in her life who know her best have said that she's never been more herself until now. Did you see that one too?
Did, yeah.
And it made me think of you.
Yeah. And she had the same, she was like, okay, I guess. Like, because you don't really notice that. 'Cause
Yeah.
You're not, you
Like,
know.
when everyone has, she said in that interview, like, everyone has different pieces of themselves that they are with different people.
Right. So real.
She's talked about that in a lot of different songs too, that like you present this way with these people, this way with these people, and then it's like when you finally are in a place where you can just like be your whole self like almost all the time, no matter what the situation or who you're with, it's like then you know you're at peace.
Right. And she was basically attributing that to Travis, and it was really sweet. Someone said Elizabeth Taylor. As we said, we're jumping around. Someone said Elizabeth Taylor's their favorite. Dude, the first time we heard it last night, I was like, oh, like when it hits that, like, I cried. I
cried my eyes violet, Elizabeth Taylor.
Yeah, dude. It starts all chill and slow, and then it just like the chorus is so, like she said, infectious.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was a fan from the beginning. And then yeah.
Katie said if Reputation and Midnight's had a baby, this album would be it. That's what we were saying, and we say it in our reaction video, that this feels like the Max Martin Shellback version of Midnight's. Like, the vibes are a lot very similar, and like aesthetically the album vibes are also very similar with the costumes and things like that, and like the photo shoots, but it's like a happier, different side of it. Like, it has like the vibe and like the beat and the moodiness of Midnight, but it's more happy, like glitz and glam than like, I don't know, depressed and dark.
Which is funny. It's like if Midnight's had a happy ending, which is funny because before we were also talking, like, we thought because of the Max Martin and Shellback, because they're not on Midnight's, which is also interesting, which makes the point of like this is like their version of Midnight's. Is we were equating for a while. We were saying like it was as if 1989 and Rep had a baby is what it sounded like. And then Molly was like, it seemed like or TS12 was like the bigger sister to Rep, which that's still
daughter, one might say.
That's still super accurate, especially now. So yeah, it's like a Max Martin Shellback version of Midnight's / Rep and 1989's older sister. Which is just, I mean, who doesn't love any of that? Y'all were talking about canceled earlier. I know, I saw, in the pre-chat, wanted to know. Absolutely. Spoiler, I think it might be my favorite song as of right now.
We were just vibing to it so hard while we were getting ready.
I was like, I think, this is...
We're like driving to the movies. We're in the car like...
Stupid good. It's so good. And then obviously someone I saw said about it sounding like I did something bad. 100%.
Mm-hmm.
That sense at the end, like before the the build up, I was like, wait, my ears like perked up and was like, that sounds just like towards, the build up if I did something bad.
Yeah.
And like those are the producers she made I did something bad with. So like, oh, it makes my heart so happy.
It's
just
so
a
good.
freaking vibe.
And we've been talking mostly about the positive, upbeat, secure feelings that she has in the album, which I think is the main theme, but canceled and then actually romantic channel that Rep energy. But really, if you've been following Taylor throughout her whole career, she's always been like this, where she will speak her mind.
Better than Revenge.
In her songs, Mean, Thank You, Amy, This Is Why We Can't Have Nice Things. The list goes on and on. Taylor is not afraid to put in writing how she feels about something, especially when the rest of the world might weigh in about something. She's like, I have my pen and I'm gonna have my say, and now you'll know my point of view, but I'm gonna save it for the album.
Yeah.
And I feel like both actually romantic and canceled, while the songs are like great production wise, it also just like gave us some insight into some things that might have been going on, like she said, behind the scenes.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
She said, I've been canceled. You go try and cancel my friends, I'm gonna be there for them. Like, I prefer people who are real and then therefore might be a little messy, but people who were there for me, like now you know exactly who your friends are.
Right.
Like what she went through during the Reputation era, she learned exactly who her friends were.
Yeah. And I was saying to Molly earlier, it's like Bad Blood, like grown up, because she's talking about her squad. Like, imagine if we had a music video. Oh, let's manifest a canceled music video, please.
Yes,
dude. All of her squad, like it's like bring the Bad Blood music video back with like your modern day people.
But it also made us.
Oh, it'd be like this sexy, like spy vibes, or not spy, but you know what I mean. Not spy.
Wait, no,
like,
when we first or like the second time we heard it, we were thinking of the Karma music
like
video,
Mob, like
when it like in my underworld, where like the Karma music video spins and they're like in the underworld dressed in like all black outfits. It's like that's the vibe that the music video gives to me. It's
or
like it's like clubbing in the afterworld,
which is
underworld.
Another song where the
father figure,
where that's like mob boss, so it's like canceled. Same thing. It's like if she's like a mob boss and like got all of her friends are all wearing black. But
I would love to see a music video to so many of these songs.
I mean, everyone
canceled, and father figure would be an interesting one.
Know.
Yeah.
Someone mentioned father figure. Yeah, that. Also, the twists and turns of all these songs too. Majority of the songs started out a way, and then all of a sudden she was like, "Oh, we're going this way," and you're like, "Wait a second, the switch up was like whiplash. It was wild."
Thank you so much to all 700 of you who are joined on this live stream. We are Hits Differently. If you have not watched our content before, we're a Taylor Swift podcast. We're two best friends who just love to talk about Taylor. And this is like our Super Bowl and Christmas and everything rolled up into one. So give this video a like if you haven't already. If you aren't subscribed to our channel, please hit that subscribe button. I used the pun before and now Taylor's used it too, so I'm going to use it again. You could take our show to new heights if you were to hit the subscribe button, if you haven't done it already.
New heights of manhood.
Innuendo.
That's a lyric, New Heights of Manhood. Yeah. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't.
We talked about everyone's hot takes on Wood when we got the track list out. Or we had a pretty funny thumbnail about it. Like, what about Wood? What about Wood? What is that song going to be about? And people felt like it could have gone either way. It could have been like a folklore, lyrically dense,
Well,
like, I'm in the woods. I'm a fairy in the woods. And it went the direction that we thought it was going to go. Or like people were like joking that it was going to go.
So remember when I found out that in the Eras Tour book, when she has her mics, there's names for each, and there's a mic called Wood, and I'm like, was that like a red herring? Because like it was a wooden mic, and I'm pretty sure it was like for the folklore section of the tour, and it was like makes sense. It's called Wood. It's for whatever. I'm like, was that a red herring? Does she remember that she has a microphone named Wood? And was that supposed to like throw us off? Because everyone, yeah. And then the song starts, and it's like, oh, she's just being superstitious. Oh, knock on wood. I never thought of that.
Oh, it's cute.
And then all of a sudden, the verses start going off the rails, and she's like, just kidding. It's about exactly what you thought. 100%. And also, I'm going to give you even more than you ever could have imagined. And the metaphors are going to be popping.
But oh my gosh.
Popping.
People in the chat are pointing out that maybe Pinocchio was the tie, like in New Heights, that Pinocchio could have still been the tie to Wood.
Yeah.
Who knows?
What does that have to do with Sabrina Carpenter, though? Because she also had a Wood Pinocchio.
Oh, I know. That is interesting.
I mean, it is. I will say it's as soon as we were listening, I was like, okay, Sabrina Carpenter, because if anyone has heard Sabrina's new album, Man's Best Friend, I mean, she's the queen of innuendos and being cute. And if anyone's heard House Tour, it was giving House Tour, but definitely maybe a little bit more visual. You're like, oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty graphic.
The picture.
A poll that Alex put up that said, do you relate to eating out the trash?
46% of you said, girl, yes. Preach. I love the 31 and 23%.
Not personally, but friends, LOL, 31%. Nah, not really, 23%.
23% of y'all consider
so 31% of you are me, and 46% of you
yeah,
are
Molly's like, I've
Ryan.
never eaten out of the trash. I'm like, I have multiple times. Actually, I think it's the only place I've been eating for my whole life, but not anymore.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, there's just so much to talk about. Someone said I liked the clean version of Wood better, and we heard that for the first time at the movie.
Yeah.
And I actually thought the clean versions of all of the songs were really good. Sometimes I feel like, oh, that lyric doesn't hit as good, but I felt like they were all like up to par, It didn't sound like a clean version. If you didn't know, it would sound like it was the right.
She did a good job. I mean, rhyming wet with sweat was brilliant. Even though I laughed out loud in the theater. I was like waiting. I was like, what is she going to replace it with?
Someone said, wait, there are clean versions. Exactly. Again, we didn't really even think about it till we were at the theater, and it's a good thing that it was clean. I mean, because there were a lot of kids at the theater. Yeah.
Even though Molly pointed out that a lot of kids are probably gonna really love that song because it's a vibe, and you don't know better.
The Jackson 5 vibe.
Did anybody else clock the Jackson 5 beat and like undertones? Because it's literally what is it? I'm gonna get you back. That's not what it's called, but the Jackson 5 song.
Oh,
it's one of those. Yeah. It's not I'm gonna get you back, but it's like I heard it immediately. I'm like, oh, it's that famous beat that if anyone has heard that song, it's that. Yeah,
ABC. Yeah, that's what it is. Yes.
Way off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Surprisingly not listed in the credits, so guess it's But yeah, it makes it a very fun song. So kids are going to freaking love that song. Oh, wait. Someone said, I Want You Back. That's the one I think I was talking about. ABC is a different song, obviously. Or is it the same song and it's called I Want You Back? That's actually probably what it is. Anyway. Oh, someone said, okay, so Showgirl's low-key giving Cool by the Jonas Brothers. Funny that you say that. It wasn't cool, but it was a different song, right, Alex?
No,
It was cool.
It was cool.
Oh, yeah. So funny you say that because no, literally,
Mhm.
people found out that she actually
Credited them.
Yeah, she credited that song. So
well, at least that's what we read. I haven't like
officially.
I have yeah.
Allegedly, but
Allegedly,
it
yeah.
sounds literally spot on.
Yeah, and then obviously the big sample on father or not father figure. No, yes, father figure. Oh my gosh, my brain's just going in a million different directions. The sample on father figure of George Michael. That song was so good. I didn't know what to expect from it, and it overshot my expectations.
It had ties to like vigilante shit. Again, it had some rep stuff, like rep like lore and like the man.
Yeah. No, it's like actually in the man where she's like, if I were the man, then I'd be the man. And this, it's like she flipped on her head. She's like, I am the man now. I am the man. I'm the father figure.
Dude, I love that.
And the reverse, analogy. Like, or you, or sometimes like she could be the protege, and it could be like there are so many layers to that song. I feel like different pieces of it are about different things.
Right. Yeah. There's a lot of lore in that. Yeah. It's such a good song. Big dick energy.
Yeah, when she said big dick energy, right? And I were like, whoa!
Once again, it's like, where are we going? I'm pretty sure, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of the 12 tracks are explicit.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure this is her most ever. We've come a long way. Remember when it was like one song? I don't remember. What was it? Was it Midnight's was the first album she ever cursed on?
No.
It was later in her discography. Either way, and now we're up to over half of the album is explicit. Like, and this is definitely explicit. Innuendos or not. Some of it's very like straight to the point.
Someone asked, how did she clean up father figure?
She said,
and it actually was good. Yeah. I'm saying actually as if Taylor's doesn't do a good job. I think what is really like sticking in my head is the Karma clean version that I would hear on the radio. There were like certain things that changed that I was like, I don't like that's not it's like no, I like need the explicit version. But
she says the big one that actually was really good, almost provided like a double entendre. She says, I can make deals with the devil because my dick's bigger. And in the clean version, it's I can make deals with the devil because my check's bigger.
Right, that's what it is.
And so it's really smart because it has the same meaning but also not. And so it's like adding layers to it. You're like, yeah, my check's bigger. Like, I'm making that money. Like, she talks about like the check's not touching the mahogany grain.
Like the check doesn't even hit the table. I've already like put my card there. I don't need to look at the bill.
Good. Yeah. So yeah, her check's bigger, which is like another kind of flex. You're like, go off. So yeah. That one that added like extra context almost listening to the clean.
Yes.
Because I never would have if I hadn't watched the movie.
Yeah. That whole song is like just so interesting. Like I was saying, I think it could be inspired by multiple different events. But obviously a main one is for sure Scott Borchetta.
Yeah. There's a little Scott.
I'm pulling up the lyrics.
There's a little Scooter. There's the question marks in there, but other people. Yeah, I think Vigilante shit is probably like the closest comparison in terms of the lore. It's just it has a lot more like melodically. It has more going on.
The Scott Borchetta part of it also reminded me of My Tears Ricochet, just from the storytelling perspective of. But My Tears Ricochet is the sad, heartbroken, angry part of it where she's like, you're wishing I stayed. Look at how my tears ricochet. I can go anywhere I want, just not home. When you sleep at night, you hear my stolen lullabies. Like, I've always felt, and I think a lot of fans have felt like that was all inspired by Scott selling her masters. And then in Father Figure, again, we're so many years later, that whole storyline now is different. And she says, I was your father figure. We drank that brown liquor. You made a deal with this devil. Turns out my dick's bigger. You want to fight? You found it. I got the place surrounded. That line made me think of the fans. Like, The fans got her back.
Mm.
You'll be sleeping with the fishes before you know you're drowning. Whose portrait's on the mantle? Who covered up your scandals? Mistake my kindness for weakness and find your card canceled. I was
Because
your
she pays
father.
the bills. Because she
was
is.
paying the bills.
Because she's
I
the
was your father
industry.
figure. You pulled the wrong trigger. This empire belongs to me. Leave it with me. I protect the family.
Dude,
Like,
yeah.
the family is her work too.
Yeah.
Like, I
Yeah.
protect like
the
those
eras.
first 6 albums. Like, that's my family. That's my
Yeah,
life. That's my
right.
life's work. I'm getting it back. I
Right.
protect my empire. I'm sorry. I keep hitting your mic.
Um,
Talking with my hands.
Yeah, it gave me a lot of "Look What You Made Me Do" vibes too. A lot of stuff pulled from there. That like talking about like you pulled the wrong trigger. Um, Talking about I feel like there was other like yeah, I don't know. It's giving like boss energy that you see in like "Look What You Made Me Do." And then when like the build up when she's like, "I saw a change in you." Scroll down. Oh my dear boy, they don't make loyalty like they used to, which that is the lyric that they don't like make loyalty like they used to that we got from the rep scavenger hunt a few days ago, like the lyrics where she
Yeah.
capitalized letters from rep tracks. And so it's funny because I'm like, this song is giving rep. It's like she's like, duh, that's why I put it in the rep. Which now I'm trying to remember what was the 1989 lyric from the 1989 tracks.
Was
Oh,
was that the infamy one?
no.
That was
Does anyone in
all the
chat?
lyrics are melding into my brain.
Does anyone in chat remember the lyrics that were pulled from the 1989 tracks? That scramble, that scavenger hunt. It's like there, but it's
You're only as hot as your last hit, baby, from
Yes.
Elizabeth Taylor.
yes. Okay, yeah. Because I'm like Elizabeth Taylor. I could see the 1989 vibes.
Yeah,
for sure.
for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's so smart.
Mm.
We love that. We love that.
Ashley said she also says I protect the family 6 times, one for each previous stolen album.
Oh,
Ooh.
and then the whisper. I protect
the family.
Yeah.
Julia said she is definitely in conversation with her other eras. I agree.
Literally, they're all over this album. It's like they all like just joined like a super squad. It's kind of what it feels like. There's so many in each song. It's like they are Bad Blood. Her Bad Blood squad are all of her eras. Like all the characters, all the people. This like
how she said that her re-records were like collecting Infinity Stones. Well, she's like Thanos now. She's just supercharged. She's got all the power.
Yeah,
she's unstoppable. And I feel like she just. In this album, you can just tell that she is not going to hold back. She's just.
Yeah. Speaking of which, Actually Romantic.
Oh, wait, hang on. And the poll has concluded. Wood is about being superstitious, right? If you say so, 52%. Absolutely not, 27%. Yes, 13%, and what, 8%? That's hilarious.
Wait, 13% of y'all really think yes? All right. Good for you.
We'll talk about that more when we get to the movie part. It's addressed in the movie.
Ish. The omission says it all.
No spoilers.
Teaser.
Yet.
Spoilers. Okay, so Actually Romantic, speaking of leaving it all on the table. That song was crazy and it was a vibe and the pettiness was rampant and I was here for all of it.
Yes. If you watch our reaction video, I fill Ryan in on some of the lore behind that song because she was not familiar. And
went right over my head. I was like, what are you talking about? I don't care. It's a banger.
It took me a second. It took me the whole song actually on first listen because every new piece of information we got made me think about different things. And then once it got to the end, I thought, this is about Charlie XCX.
Yeah, I was like, spoiler. I was like, I mean, we don't have any proof, but like the people across the world have spoken and we're all collectively thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
If not, go listen to Sympathy is a Knife by Charlie. We are boosting her numbers though, because people like me are like, let me connect these dots that I didn't know existed. So good. That's good for her, you know? Yeah, she brought
Oh,
Charlie on tour. 100% she
Charlie
did.
opened for her on the rep tour.
I forget that little nugget, that little lore, because
Yeah.
look where we are now, and I'm like, and it goes back to like being canceled. It's like, once again, she's like, I protect my people, but then sometimes my people turn on me, you know,
Yeah.
like father figure. It's like, you know, it's all.
Tina said it literally sounds like I forgot that you existed. Same vibe. I like that. I love I forgot that you existed. I like that.
Just with more receipts.
Yeah.
Like,
Kate said I'm stuck on you're a toy chihuahua barking at me from a tiny purse. It paints such a perfect picture. It's so good.
It's also interesting that at the pop-up we saw the Happy Valentine's Day cards, and some people were like, that's not Taylor's handwriting, maybe it's Travis. And I was like, that's not Travis's handwriting. I mean, I've never seen it, but it was way too feminine and looked similar to Taylor's. And then in the song she talks about sending me cards, and it's like, wait, so that was Charlie's handwriting, and a play on the fact that she clearly sent her, didn't she say Valentine's in the song, or she just said cards?
She said sending me to random Valentines or something like that, but I feel like that's a metaphor. I don't think like.
But we had literally a Happy Valentine's Day. At
Yeah,
the pop-up.
I think that was an Easter egg for the lyric.
No, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Not like she was actually being sent Valentine's Day cards. I don't think it's literal.
Oh,
yeah,
wait,
it's like you keep sending me love notes.
Wait,
like, why do you keep talking about me?
So,
it's all sarcastic.
I really thought she did, and I was like,
no,
why is Charlie sending her Valentine's Day card? You don't really think that was an analogy?
No, I think it's a metaphor.
Oh,
why? Like, do you send your your supposed friends Valentine's Day cards? Yeah,
it's
because
like
she's saying like
letters.
it's like, yeah, you're like you keep just talking about me. You're like so sweet. You keep like sending me love letters.
All right, I was 8 years old when I made that connection. Oh, funny Valentines. Okay. All right.
Yeah, funny Valentines. Like
I just want to
going off over here.
That's Outcast. Can't you just pull it up?
Hang on one second. We're thinking about a million things. I wanted to say something that happened in chat. Where did it go? I think it could be looked at as a love letter to the haters in general, like her haters in general.
Sure.
Yeah, that's a good note, because I've definitely been thinking of it in the parallel, like the specific things about Charlie. Right. Okay, I googled Happy Valentine's Day lyrics. That's why the right thing didn't pop.
Yeah,
up.
I was like, wait, can you pull it over there? Like you have the other one?
Yeah.
Wow, I can't believe I took that so literally. I'm like, you're not a literal girly. And I'm over here being like, no, Charlie sent her Valentine's Day cards. It's like, no. Girl wasn't a metaphor. It's like, oh, whoops.
You keep sending me funny Valentines, and I know you think it comes off vicious, but it's precious adorable.
So, like, you don't think she sends her anything? She
sends
maybe.
Chat,
we'll never know.
Do you think
Hit the poll,
you
Alex.
think there's some actual cards being sent?
I saw it at the pop-up that she talked about it, and I was like, wow, Charlie's unhinged, man. Like, why is she sending her cards? Anyway, I mean, we also talked about
she's basically like, I get it. I live rent-free in your head. Get over it. Yeah.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. I'm just a little naive, and apparently literal, even though that's not really me. I'm usually not literal.
Figurative, yeah.
Cards being sent. Yes, absolutely not.
She sends her bad vibes.
Yeah, and we were absolutely not. Oh, some people are like, maybe. Not.
Fake nice to your face, talks trash behind your back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were saying how, like, there's obviously got to be way more to the story beyond just the song that's allegedly about Taylor that Charlie made. Because that song's, like, kind of innocent. It's more so just, like, highlighting her insecurities. It's not backhanded. It's not good, but it's not like this. And so I'm like, and then
it makes you feel bad for her, but it's funny because it's literally called Sympathy is a Knife. Like, your sympathy hurts me because I don't want to feel your sympathy, but then the song kind of makes you feel sorry.
And then
for
Taylor's
her.
like, fine, I give you no sympathy. And even though she is inadvertently almost being like, oh, you're so cute. But it's like, wow, we learned how insecure Charlie is. And then Taylor was like, let me just exploit that a little bit. So I'm like, some stuff went down. Or maybe Taylor just is that petty. I mean, Better Than Revenge is, the OG version holds nothing back.
This is what I was trying to say. Kate said it could also be referencing subtweets and snide comments that she's always making about her. That's what I mean. Like the funny Valentines. It's like a lot of little things. Karma Hunter said, Ryan, you're
I
probably sleep
saw that.
deprived. No judgment.
You're not wrong. We were up till 6 a.m. last night and then got up at 11. So, and I'm jet lagged, even though it's a choice, as Taylor says.
Yeah.
It's a choice that I'm choosing clearly to have, even though I don't want to.
And Tiger Colo said, actually romantic is literally figuratively romantic. I haven't put it in those terms in my brain, and I like that a lot. Actually romantic is the song itself is figuratively romantic. She's using romantic lingo to figuratively flip it on its
No
head.
man has ever loved me like you do, girl.
Mm-hmm.
When the song started, like that kind of language threw me off, and I was like, oh my god, what man is she talking about? And then it's like, how many times has what does it say? Has your boyfriend said, why are we always talking about her? I'm like, wait, it's a girl? Yeah. If you watch our reacts, so the light bulb does go off in Molly's head. She's like, is it
I think that was around the time where I started to think, Alex put up a poll, are cards being sent? And 65% of you said absolutely not.
But 35% said yes. So either you're trying to make me feel better, which thank you, or you're in my boat, which see, you never know. Like, can you pull the track list? Oh, it's right there in front of me. Okay, wait. So we said we were gonna do this, and then we got off track. So, what song did you claim before? Because we talked in previous episodes about what songs we claimed. I think we were allowed one, but we might have said two. So what songs did you claim?
I claimed before the album dropped, pre-listen, Eldest Daughter, because I am the eldest daughter, and it's a track 5. So I figured it would be really good. And then also Opalite, because Travis said it was his favorite song and that it was a banger. And I think that I picked really well, because Eldest Daughter, I think I need more time with it, but it could end up being my favorite track 5. The crazy part of it, though, Ryan and I have talked about this, and it's probably why we haven't talked about it yet on the stream yet either. It made us both almost cry every single time we've listened to it, and so it's almost like too much. It's like, I don't want to feel sad now,
literally.
even though it's cathartic. It has a happy ending.
Yeah, it's cathartic sad, but the inflection in her voice during Eldest Daughter, it's like she's so good at just delivering exactly how she's feeling through her inflections and melodically. And it's like the pain that comes out, like especially towards the end of that song, you're like, I feel so sad for like past her. And because that's the song where she talks about not having laughed since she was 8 or 9. And like, that's crazy. And it's beautiful that Travis is all of those things that she didn't, he is like the sunshine in her life now. But it's still just sad, even though that's not her present, that was her past. It makes me like so sad for, I don't know, just like past her.
Right. She's talked about certain themes of this a lot before in her music, even, Midnights with You're on Your Own Kid, where she talks about like different ways that she tried to fit in. I gave my blood, sweat, and tears for this. I hosted parties and starved my body. Like, I'd be saved by a perfect kiss. Like, she's kind of talked about some of those things that made me think of You're on Your Own Kid, when she said, I've been afflicted by a terminal uniqueness. I've been dying just from trying to seem cool.
Also,
like it makes like her uniqueness seem like a bad thing, because that's how she's been made to feel about herself in the past.
And can we talk about the alliteration and how she changed what would have been like assumed to be, I've been afflicted by a terminal illness, and she changed it and was like, I've been afflicted by a terminal uniqueness, and then talks about dying. Like, just again, the analogies. I'm like, you hear it and your brain goes, she's like, that's the point. Like, it is a terminal illness in her mind. And then she's like, I've been dying just from trying to seem cool. And it's all like, once again, very relatable.
Yeah, chat said the jokes weren't funny. I took the money. It gives those vibes for sure. And the line, every eldest daughter was the first lamb to the slaughter. That is... And then the lines that follow it, it's just such a deep story that she's telling here.
It's like a culmination of like a lot of really sad songs and how she's felt over the years. And again, it's a happy ending. Oh, when
Yeah.
I said I don't believe in marriage, that was a lie.
Yeah.
And the delivery of like you're hanging on like every verse in this song, and each one is a little bit more sad than the one before.
Yeah. And when in our reaction, our first reaction, we heard the fate of Ophelia, we were thinking about Lavender Haze in a way, because of the reference from like Melancholia and Lavender Haze and Melancholy and Ophelia. And then in this one, when it says, when I said I don't believe in marriage, that was a lie. Like again, in Lavender Haze, she said, no deal, that 1950s they want from me, like talking about marriage.
Right. I wouldn't marry me.
I wouldn't marry me either.
Pathological people pleaser.
So the line, every eldest daughter was the first lamb to the slaughter, so we all dressed up as wolves and we looked like fire. Fire. I hadn't thought about that. Fire.
The vault tracks will be fire. Someone said,
but I'm not. I'll use the clean version for the sake of the stream. But I'm not the baddest, and this isn't savage. But I'm never gonna let you down. I'm never gonna leave you out. So many traitors, smooth operators. But I'm never gonna break that vow. I'm never gonna leave you now. Like that's why we're saying there's such sadness to it. But then it's like, but because of all of this and how people have made me feel, like I'm also really loyal and like if you're one of my people, like I'm never gonna let you down.
Wait, go back. It's like
it keeps jumping
I know,
around. I don't know what's going on.
Go back to the bottom about the a little bit up, a little bit higher, a little bit more. Right there. We lie back, a beautiful, beautiful time lapse. Ferris wheels, kisses and lilacs, and things I said were dumb because I thought that I'd never find that beautiful, beautiful life that shimmers that innocent light back, like when we were young. And she's always talking about, her childhood and how beautiful it was. And I mean, she grew up on a Christmas tree farm. And it sounds like ever since she became an adult / even before then, she's been in the music industry since she was like 15, maybe a little bit younger. And it's like ever since then, it has just been not kind to her. So like her happiest memories predate, like go back to her childhood where you're like, wow.
Yeah. I also loved the bridge. I think what you were just reading was part of the bridge, but the first part of it too, a beautiful, beautiful time lapse, Ferris wheels, kisses, and lilacs. Lilac was referenced in I'm Gonna Get You Back, Lilac's short skirt, the one that fits me like skin. So that immediately popped in my brain. And then
the one that she's wearing in the Fortnite challenge
that's
video,
what this
where
makes
she's
me
playing
think of a beautiful, beautiful time lapse, Ferris wheels, kisses, and lilacs. It's like that she gave us that reel in the Torture Poets era, like the next day or the same day that the album dropped, and it was really. I remember us saying, "Thank goodness she did that, so we know she's good." Because like when we got the album, it's like, oh my gosh, but her life was in such a different place by the time it came out, and that reel itself could be like the beautiful, beautiful time lapse,
right? It like ends again. The song ends and like the bridge is very positive, but again, it's just really sad. But okay, so those were the songs that you claimed. We already talked about Opalite.
I'm like, that's how we hadn't talked about Eldest Daughter yet.
No, it was a perfect transition. I was like, we'll talk about it. I did that on purpose.
And then we've already talked about Opalite, but I think Opalite is definitely, I don't know Opalite's definitely like one of the top songs on the album for me. Yeah. And
so for me, I'll go in a circle. So we already talked about, so originally I'm pretty sure, I feel like we need to go back and check the tape, but I think I claimed Ruin the Friendship, which we will talk about in a second. Awkward that's what I chose. But then I also chose Canceled because it had the exclamation mark. And we talked about that in the past. You have Slut, which was 1 exclamation mark. And then you had Florida with 3. And Florida is one of my favorite songs. Maybe it's like in the top of her whole discography. And it was a unified, when we all did the Tortured Poets listen, we heard Florida and we were collectively like, absolutely ship it. And that is how I felt about Canceled. And I claimed it because I was like, Canceled sounds like it's giving rep before we even heard it. It has an exclamation mark. And I'm so happy that was correct. But circling back to Ruin the Friendship, so I also was claiming it because it's track 6. And on Rep, you have her first single was track 6, which was Look What You Made Me Do. Remember, I made the correlation. 1989, her first.
That's why part of the reason why you picked Ruin the Friendship.
Yeah, 1989, her first single was Shake It Off, which is track 6. And I was like, it's going to be track 6. It's not. And that's because, well, it's a classic Taylor song where it is a whole vibe. You are bopping along as soon as it starts. You're like, yes, it's a 1989 vibey sounding song, and you're vibing. She's like talking about how like she like might want to kiss her friend and ruin the friendship, and like then she introduces like, oh, it's about high school, and you're like, oh, maybe this is fictional. Like we haven't talked about high school in a long time. Maybe it's like Betty or like folklore, the August, the triangle, the folklore trilogy. And then next thing you know, all of a sudden the person who, like her bestie who she was thinking about kissing is now not, like, it takes a turn. It's almost like a what's it called?
All of a sudden she's at that person's funeral.
Yeah. It was like a twist. And a twist sounds like insensitive. But
you didn't see the song
you
going
did not
that
see it
way.
coming.
Yeah.
She bait and switched just so hard. And a lot of people were saying the same thing, that they were like, I'm vibing, I'm chilling. And then you're like, oh no, this is one of those classic songs where if you changed the melody, it would be like Eldest Daughter. You'd be like, I feel really sad. But Taylor was like, nah, we're good. We're going to put it at this high level, high energy production.
Yeah. I feel like she was trying to make it about the overall message of the song, of just doing something and not overthinking it. Just ruin the friendship. I liked that she ended it with giving advice.
Yeah.
But I still feel like it's pretty sad.
Yeah.
I mean, it's ruin the friendship is a perfect example of how I feel like Taylor intentionally picks song titles that it's not, I don't want to call it clickbait because that's not the right term. Right. But you know what I mean? It's like the way that she phrases her song titles. When you get the track list, you come up with all these ideas about it, and then it never goes the way that you think. Like we were right about Fate of Ophelia, but Ruin the Friendship we were 100% wrong.
That was one of the top ones we definitely were wrong about.
That's why you're calling it a bait and switch. It's just because like we had our own preconceived notions. Right. It's kind of how I felt about like The Alchemy. I had totally different ideas for. Right. I think we all had different ideas for But Daddy, I Love Him. Yeah. Champagne Problems. Like there are like certain titles that like lead you in a direction, and when you sit with it for a while before you get the album and then you get the song, you're like, this is not what I thought.
Right. Yeah. Someone said that, Abigail was mentioned. That's when it brought me back, where I was like, okay, so it's not fictional. We know Abigail. It is her longest like friendship from high school. And we talk about in our Reacts video of potentially there being a correlation to the song Forever Winter. And if that is part of what ties into the background, or not the lore, but like the backstory of this song, is potentially a friend of hers from high school, highlighted in Forever Winter. So, which is, as everyone knows, one of her saddest songs to ever exist. It was one of the few songs she did not play on the Eras tour because I really like it's that so song. Sad. Yeah, it's up there with Soon You'll Get Better and Epiphany and like songs like Ronan, that, where it's
really hard.
Yeah.
Gigi said, you regret things that you didn't do more than those that you did. That's a good take on it.
That's very true.
And people are asking who the song is about. We'll talk about that a little bit more when we get to the movie, which we'll get to soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, that song is going to be a hard listen for me. I talked about this a little bit in our reaction video too. And again, if you've just joined the live stream, as a quick recap, we did record our initial reaction to the album, and it was so fun listening to this album. We posted the full experience for you guys on Patreon, and the link to that will be in the description of this episode if you want to go check that out. The video will also be available here on YouTube at 12 p.m. Eastern time on Saturday the 4th. And thank you to, I think we have 850 viewers right now. Thank you guys for all hanging with us on this Friday night. Give this video a like if you haven't. Hit the subscribe button.
It's fun to catch up with you guys and see, you know, what everyone's talking about. If anyone has any questions or wants to talk about anything specific from the album, hit us in the chat. I know we're doing a good job at kind of bouncing on different songs, which makes me think about, so that's where this all sparked. So I asked which songs we claimed, right? So there was that. When we heard the album for the first listen, I know we talked about Canceled, which was up there, but if you also, when you watch our react video, we obviously are vibing with the album, but then when the song Wishlist came on, we're like, it was a collective, okay, yes. Which, according to one of the interviews that Taylor has already had, one of the VJs was like, so like that's my favorite song, and she was like, oh my god, that means so much to me because it might be my favorite song. Yeah, and I was like, let's go. So
hard to choose.
I was like, I'm so glad our taste is on par with Taylor because Wishlist is so good, and I knew it was gonna be about Travis because in the New Heights episode, she teases and says like something like he's like on her wish list or he's she makes some correlation between him and being on like a wish list. And I was like, it's going to be about Travis. And it was. It was like move over, so high school. We've like taken it even further. And do you want to pull up the lyrics?
Yeah. I'm
just
like vibing to it in my head.
Yeah, I know. It lives rent free in my head, man. It's just, and then at the end, her vocals, like she is the dreamy, she takes us away.
Yeah. We already said earlier that that Wishlist gave Glitch originally, right? And then it also kind of, to me, I think it gives the I'm Gonna Get You Back bridge to me. Just like, I love it when her vocals have this like dreamy, like wispy, like high, whatever. I just want you.
So literally it is the glitch. It's like, the I just want you is the I think there's been a glitch. It's like the exact same. People have overlapped it. She cherry picked from that song, and I never thought like, it's stupid good. But we'll say the lyric that so she's talking about all the things that, you know, people want on their wish list, and a lot of them are very exaggerated, and clearly she lives in a realm of celebrities, so they're like high-end wishes. But then she just sprinkles in they want those 3 dogs that they call their kids. And if you don't know,
we took that personally.
We're dog parents over here, okay? I have 1 dog, she has 2. Collectively, we have 3, and we do call them our children. So you know, it's fine. We all want different things, like Taylor said. She just wants a basketball hoop and some kids that look like her man. You know, same but different. Molly's like. When we heard that line, when we heard it live this time, we were like, we're just gonna gloss over that.
Don't come for our dogs. But this song's so fun. It's just
so freaking good.
I don't want to keep singing it because I can't do it justice. But yeah, it's so fun. That's a roll your windows down, belt it in the car. Like
every time she mentions basketball, I'm over here. I never even played basketball. I found out last night. Molly did. So. We have a lot of fun content coming your way, and the ideas are flowing. And last night I was like, we need a basketball hoop. We need like to, you know, apparently Molly can do a layup. I'm trying to make it happen. So, you know, stand by for some dog and basketball content. Thank you to this song.
Let us know in the chat if your pets if you refer to them as your children. Right? There's a poll up right now. The option's either yes, Taylor came for me, or no, they're my pets.
Gigi says, I have 3 cats like Taylor. Yeah, I make a joke in our react video where I'm like, where are her cats in this wish list? So I was like, she just moved on and no longer, like, you know, now she just wants the kids. And I'm like, what about Benjamin and Olivia Meredith? Okay, you changed.
And if it's not clear, we're just having fun with this and we're joking.
Yeah, we're obviously
Taylor
joking.
Can put whatever she wants on
Disclaimer,
her wish list.
This is a joke. Okay, back to regular.
So said poor Meredith. Like that's
yeah, right. Exactly. You get
joke
it.
We're making.
I'm like, how could you do that to Olivia?
Yeah, but someone else said she she's highlighting how a lot of people put value or make their wish list out of materialistic
Yes.
things, and hers is a person. And I think
Right.
that as a takeaway in itself is also really important, because in
Mhm.
life you'll do things greater than dating the boy on the football team, but
Until
also until you do, and then that's also a great part of your life. But where I was going with that
she's done
is,
greater things than dating the guy on the football team, and she's
and
dating the guy on the football
yeah,
team.
but yeah, where I was going with that is that the overall message that you like money can't buy you happiness,
Right.
right? It's about life is about your relationships,
Right.
and like
The
having
simplicity of
yeah,
it.
the simplicity of it, like being with your people,
Yeah.
being with someone that you're excited to be with, and not just in a relationship, like in
Yeah.
everything, like just surrounding yourself with people that make you feel happy.
Right.
Yeah.
It also makes me think of, I don't know if anybody's watches The Bachelor or The Bachelorette.
Like, where are you going?
I
with
always,
this?
I'm like, oh God. I always bring in the most random references that are not random
I'm
to
like,
me.
it's all about who you're with, and you're like, so The Bachelor.
So anyway, about The Bachelor, I have a point. So it made me think about, because she just wants like the simple things, like a basketball hoop at the end of the driveway, like having some kids, like keeping it chill. You know, a lot of celebrities want all the fancy things that she mentioned. And so it makes me think about like The Bachelor, like when they're on the dates and they're dating throughout the show, and then at the end they're like, I just want to go to the grocery store with you.
Yeah.
And they're just like, I just want to be
Like,
normal with you and have like a normal.
because they've been like flying in helicopters,
'cause
like
they've
jumping
been-
out of waterfalls.
They've only
like-
had a romantic relationship because that's what
Yeah.
the show orchestrates, because it'd be boring to watch them go to the grocery store. We don't care about that.
Right.
So anyway, I was giving that where you're just like, I just
Okay.
want to do.
You landed in
you like
the
that?
yeah,
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. I was like, I'm going somewhere. You're like, oh God.
We never know where each other's
I'm
thoughts
like,
are
anyway,
gonna
let's talk
go.
about Twilight. It's like we talk about Twilight a lot for the summer. I turned pretty, but that's a side note.
I think that's part of her relationship with Travis too, that I think has felt so special for the fans from just the public pieces of it that we've been able to see. When she first went to the football game, it's like Taylor's just like getting to go be a normal person. Not that
Which
like
makes
dating
sense,
an
that's what
NFL
she
player is
wants.
even like normal, but you know what I mean? Just like being able to
Yeah.
go to a football game,
Yeah.
and that first game she's wearing like a Fanatics merch, like it was Aaron Andrews brand, but it's like you can buy that jacket. You know what I mean? It's just the
Yeah.
simple things,
Of course
like
she
going
wants
to
to
the
do
game,
normal
like showing up to something and cheering on your person.
Right. It's like how celebrities, I'm sure there's been 1,000 times she's wished she could go out in public without anyone recognizing her. It's like when you're a celebrity, especially on her level, you can't have a normal life. So you're like, yeah, I just want to like, it feels so suburban. 100%. Like she would love to just kick it in the burbs and, you know, like leave all of the glitz and glam behind, but it's still a part of her. But it's like at the end of it all, that's what she wants and what she prioritizes.
Luna said she's been through so much and had so many people hurt her. Now she just wants however close to a normal life she can have with someone who loves her for her. Yep. Yep.
Like she said, eldest daughter, I'm never gonna let you go.
Kath asked, "What are your thoughts on Honey?" Personally, I really liked it. We
I
haven't
was
talked
just
about
gonna
Honey
bring that
yet.
up. I was okay. No notes. Big, huge fans of Honey, and I was gonna bring it up because we haven't talked about it, and also we were just talking about like Taylor's inflection and how she's so good at playing around with her vocals to really manipulate the feeling of a song. The switch up of like the masculinity of Honey coupled with the gentle softness, like the way she says honey in that song, it like scratches an itch. And I just want to put it out there.
Sweet like honey. Oh, I hadn't thought about that.
Oh,
I think I thought about it when we
yeah.
first saw the track name, but
I just want to put it out there that this was my prediction for this song.
it was.
If anyone has watched our previous live streams, I wouldn't shut up about it. And I remember talking about it and I was like, you know, what if, because everyone's like, Honey, it's Travis, which is correct. But I was like, what if it's Honey being used in a passive aggressive way, which she took both. And I was like, again,
it was really good.
I relate to
really
Taylor
good prediction
so
by
much
you.
because I relate to this. I'm like, yeah, I've been called honey and sweetheart in a condescending way by other females. And it's like, it sucks. And then she flipped it on its head and was like, that's what I'm used to. And now I have a man who's calling me honey in this sweet, soft way. And again, her voice, she gives us like the, you know, the passive aggressive, the masculinity of like the negative side of people calling her that. And then she softens it when she brings in like how Travis does it. Like, but you touched my face. Like when she starts there, like the post chorus, it's like, it just
Mm-hmm.
like softens up, and then she just ends it with like honey, and yeah, it all scratches an itch in my
It scratches a
brain.
great itch. People in the chat have compared it to I Think He Knows, which is one of my favorite
Mm,
songs on Lover, and then also Call It What You Want, one of my favorite songs on
yeah,
Rep. And the way that she ends the song really reminded me of Call It What You
that one
Want.
extra
It
line.
took me a couple listens for me to realize
Yeah.
it, but the outro is, but you can call me honey if you want, and it reminds me of Call It What You Want to.
Mm, mm. Yeah, no. I really like that song. And it comes after Canceled, which right now that is a back to back I am all in on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, the second half of the album, I mean the whole album, but especially like when you get towards the end, you're just like, dang, like left and right, just like all the good twists and turns.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's just so many good parts of that song. It's
Mm-mm.
part of why trying
Oh,
to pick a favorite is so hard because there's so many good songs. And Christine said she's reclaiming the word in the nicest way. I agree.
mm-hmm. So that I never now that I'm just like reading the lyrics, so scroll down. When she says honey, I remember being like, it's giving Grease because it's like,
Honey.
but then it's funny because it's like you read it says you can call me honey if you want because I'm the one you want. That's
Yeah.
literally the song of
Yeah. I'm
Grease.
the one
I'm
that
the
you want.
one, ooh,
You're
ooh, ooh,
right.
honey.
Yeah.
And I remember being like, and now reading it, I'm like, oh my god, it's another
Yeah.
parallel. Like if y'all have seen the musical Grease, it's
Yeah.
an oldie but a goodie. It's like
And
honey.
I bet it's also kind of a play,
Oh,
and like
it's
we've been
so
talking about the lyrical
good.
connections between songs, the I'm the one that you want versus call it what you want.
Mm, yeah. You're the one that I want. Or did she say I'm the one that I want in the Grease song?
I'm the
No,
one
she
that you
says
want.
you're the one that I want. No, she said I'm the one that
I think it's
you're the one
both.
that I want,
Yeah,
honey.
yeah.
Oh, so freaking good. Dude, if we got can we get a music video
Yeah.
of Grease? Oh, like
Also, I have to shout this out for anyone who's chronically online. I've kept forgetting to bring this up to you. By the paint and the color of your eyes and graffiti my whole life, honey. Do you know the lore about Travis's eyes?
no. What lore?
When they first started dating, the internet was trying to figure out what color his eyes were because it looks different in a lot of different, like depending on what he's
Let me
wearing and the
guess.
lighting and whatever.
I now that you say that I realize I don't know. Let me guess.
Yeah. And it
The
became,
are they
go ahead.
green?
That's one of the guesses.
I mean, or blue. That's the only option.
Yeah,
Which is it?
we don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
Literally,
Stop.
literally, people have been asking this question on the internet so much that like Donna Kelsey got asked the question.
Did she answer it?
And okay, let me see.
You can't Google Travis Kelsey's eye color and get an answer. What do we mean no one knows? I'm so confused.
Okay.
AI says.
This is the AI explanation. In response to a fan's social media post asking if Travis's eyes were green, Donna Kelsey commented light blue, almost gray.
Okay.
But
that
then
tracks.
Travis then talked about it on New Heights and said that his eye color is hazel, according to his driver's license. And so there's been all this online debate about this. And she didn't end the debate. She just said, by the paint and the color of your eyes. And she doesn't say what color they are.
Okay,
It's so
so she doesn't
funny.
even know because they.
No, I feel like she's doing that to mess with us.
Maybe
It's kind
she
of when she
doesn't
says like
know.
put you on the map. I circled you on a map. It's like
Yeah.
she's like playing into the online narrative, and I love it when she does that. She's like,
Or-
I saw you guys trying to guess like the color of Travis's eyes, and I'm not gonna tell you.
Or because she likes to say like green eyes, like hazel eyes. She's addressed eye color of people she's been with before. So I think it's possible that they just change. Some people like literally if you have hazel
Yeah.
eyes, especially the spectrum can be like green and blue depending. So the mom was like light blue with a little bit of gray and you're like, "What?" And so then yeah, it's possible that maybe they aren't one color.
Mm-hmm.
Cuz I feel
Apparently,
like Taylor,
Jason said they're green. Yeah, I couldn't remember like who thought
Yeah.
what,
I think Taylor
but it's
likes
been a
to,
topic of conversation.
She likes to leave identifiers like that. So I mean, I could be wrong. She could be trolling us, but I'm like, I feel like if she knew, she would want to say
No,
Green or blue?
no, I think it's the opposite because she usually does say eye color,
Yeah.
right?
So
And so I'm saying she's like keeping it to herself this time.
yeah, not that she just
Instead,
doesn't
yeah,
know.
not that I mean someday we might get it.
She's like, I don't know, guys. I'm with
Yeah.
you. I actually don't know. So I just wanted to keep it vague. Well, it's added to the list of things. In 50 years, will this be declassified? Will we find out his eye
Here's an
color?
example of how Ryan and I think of things differently. I'm like, you're gonna rest with that explanation and think that Taylor doesn't know the color of his
I'm like-
eyes, and I'm like, no, she's laughing at us
I'm
and
like,
she's not gonna
she doesn't
tell
know.
us.
Just like the Valentine's Day cards, it's
Someone said it's kind of like your backdrop. We do have uplighting coming up
we
that's
do,
green.
right? But you don't know. If you were to describe what color this is, it would be kind of hard to explain.
We
This
bought
is
this-
like Travis's eyes.
Yeah, we bought a color strip during the
TTB.
final air. No, it was the final Eras tour
Oh.
weekend. It was the Vancouver
Okay.
weekend because we wanted to.
I was like, Molly,
Have
it's
some
time to get
flashing
some
lights.
lights. And
Yeah.
I'm a light girly.
The light strip is really
Dude,
cool. You
it
can
also
set it
is
to different settings.
music
Yeah.
because a music show. So anyway, we got that uplighting.
The poll: what color are Travis's eyes? Hazel 45%, gray blue 36%. No one knows 19%. Oh, not even Taylor. There you
Right?
go.
Thank you.
What songs have
Okay,
we not talked
yeah,
about? And then we
literally.
can get to the movie.
Okay, well, Life of Showgirl.
Oh, that's
but
probably.
other-
I think that's the
I
last
think that
one.
was it.
Wow, we
Wow.
naturally covered
Crush
every song. Oh, wow.
organically. Yeah, it was.
It's so much easier when it's 12 songs.
Dude, I know. You're like, so. All right, so The Life of a Showgirl, the title track /
Mhm.
the Sabrina Carpenter featured track.
I feel like it was exactly what I was picturing. It was talking about the life of a showgirl and the different facets of it and the ups and downs. But I didn't know where it would land. I didn't know if it would be like a Clara Bow where it's kind of sad. You
Mhm.
know, you look like Taylor Swift in this life. We're loving it. You've got she never did. The future is bright, dazzling. It's kind of like the downside of fame. Like I'm gonna be replaced. But in
Mhm.
Life of a Showgirl, I feel like she's telling us, I'm happy with the choice that I made. Like this
Mhm.
was my destiny. And Sabrina playing into it is so perfect.
Right, because it says like, there's this fictional character named Kitty in the song, and she says like, you make your money being pretty and witty, and who is more pretty and witty than Sabrina Carpenter? Again, if y'all have listened to any of her music, but particularly her last 2 albums, there's so much wit and just brilliance throughout the songs. And I wonder, like, there's definitely a part of her that probably has had some influence on Taylor since they're such close friends, again, with like the song Wood. And also when we started listening to this song, I was like, please let it be balanced. No shade to Snow on the Beach, but if anyone remembers the first version, not the extra Lana version, it was more Taylor than not. And this might be, Life of a Showgirl track might be the most balanced. Like, it's like equal parts her, equal parts Sabrina. There's a lot of overlaying, and also they harmonize so well together. And like each took turns hitting some high notes, and it was like, okay, y'all go off.
Yeah, they went back and forth really well.
Yeah, they sound really similar. And then at the end of the song, we got a little clip from the Eras tour of when Sabrina was there as a guest artist, and they performed together, which is also the photo that you see in the pop-up, the little Easter egg photo of her and Sabrina from that same night in the orange dress and the white dress. Which is so fun because people have made that connection a while ago of Sabrina was wearing white, and it could be like Tortured Poets. Taylor was wearing orange, which now we know is like TS12. So it was like the two meet and just adding more symbolism to like that matchup. And then now they're both on, like, not both, but Sabrina's on this album. So all these little Easter eggs. But yeah, and just like how far, like, think about like Sabrina covered White Horse when she was a kid.
I know.
And then obviously got to perform it with Taylor. And then now she's on a freaking song with Taylor. It's full circle. Tay family, right?
Yes.
Let's go.
The chat has such great thoughts on this. They said this Luna said this title track was a song that really got me bawling, especially the ending of the song made me think of the Eras tour and how much I miss it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Christine said Taylor referenced that she made sure Sabrina got her due so there wouldn't be a Lana song backlash.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Was that one of the radio interviews, I wonder?
Oh, she referenced it? Really?
And it's funny because Lana's talked about that and said Taylor wanted me to be on more of the song and I said no.
Yeah.
But then they went back and did
Apparently
it again.
we cared more than Lana did, is what it came out to.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. You know, it's like Taylor's just like, look, I'm trying to keep as little criticism out of this album. So the least I could do is like that. But I mean, I also feel like her and Sabrina have their rapport, I feel like makes more sense. Like Lana, like melodically sounds a little different. So you're kind of blending two different types of artists and genres in that way. Whereas like her and Sabrina's like her, like Sabrina's the Gen Z version of Taylor, and like, except she's grown up in the time that Taylor has. It's like, I don't know. It's like her little sister, They just have such really good vibes together.
There's so many great comments coming in the chat.
Oh,
Susan said, "Thank you two for bringing me home to Taylor. If we played any part of you listening to Taylor Swift, we're very happy to be part of it. Thank you for being here with us."
Yeah.
Julia said their chemistry vocally and tonally is remarkable. I agree. I wasn't sure how their vocals would be together because even though I loved their surprise song performance on the Eras tour, their voices really did sound so different on some of those songs. So I just wasn't sure, but like the vibe was so perfect. I mean, there's no chance I wasn't gonna like a Sabrina and Taylor song, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, and then the beat, and like we said earlier, yes, it is in fact the song "Cool" from the Jonas Brothers, like sampled from that song, and which is fun because it's another song that's like, this is a vibe and the tone and the alliteration, and yeah, it's giving Clara Bow, but like not. And I think we'd said like this is probably the first album that ends on a positive. Every album,
well, maybe not the first, but the first one in a long time.
Yeah, because most of the
Begin
time,
Again is kind of positive vibe.
True.
Yeah,
and clean-ish. It has undertones of, but
yeah.
So Taylor's final track, like the last track on her albums, tend to bridge the gap between that album and whatever's next, and we don't obviously know what's next at the time. And there were many albums that ended on a note of, all right, I mean, Tortured Poet, sure. Like the Manuscript, Midnight,
or Clara Bow, depending on which part of the album you
right
want to think
either
about
way
ending on. Either way,
which is crazy because Clara Bow, again, we're talking about this, it's like Clara Bow was the first half, which and then you have Midnights, which ended on Dear Reader, which like that song's a banger, but it's not a happy song. So, and even like New Year's Day with Reputation, again, it's a happy song, but like not real. No, it's not happy. Okay, it's not happy. I'm giving it. I'm just trying
to be happy.
Yeah,
it's like trying to be like.
It is sad.
Yeah,
you hear that piano beat and you're like,
please don't ever become a stranger. Like whose laugh I can recognize anywhere, but it's like with like concern.
Yeah,
that you're not, that you will be. Like I almost know how this is gonna end.
Right.
Yeah.
So ending on Life of a Showgirl, where it starts to be like, oh, here we go. And then being like, nah, like I chose this life and I wouldn't have it any other way.
Dear Reader Bridge is devastating. Yep.
Dude, it's so good though. Oh, it scratches an itch. I was late to Dear Reader. Molly loves this part of my listening.
Yeah, I was really, I didn't think you'd come back.
Like, have we heard Dear Reader? She's like, girl, it's.
I love that song from the beginning.
It hasn't been out for 5 years, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It feels like that.
I loved Dear Reader because it just, again, I don't know. There's just something about that song and the way that that's almost a peek behind the curtain too, if you think about it. Like you wouldn't take my word for it if you knew who was talking. But yeah, the wordplay in that song I've always really liked. No one sees when you lose when you're playing solitaire.
Right,
so good. The ending of the Life of a Showgirl song, and then also therefore the album due to the track placement, ending with the I'm married to the hustle and now I know the life of a showgirl babe and I'll never know another. pain hidden by the lipstick and lace. Sequins are forever. Now I know the life of a showgirl babe wouldn't have it any other way.
And the ending on the Eras Tour, little nugget and the SOT, and talking about like her dancers and like it was definitely a nice full circle moment.
And
ending
apparently,
on good night, like saying
Yeah.
that's our show. We love you so much. Good
and
night.
Sabrina saying, "I love you, Taylor."
It was a
She's
really
all of us.
It was good. It was good.
And the audio I thought was from when Sabrina came on stage with Taylor on the Eras tour the last time, which I think was one of the US stops. I forget which one, but last fall. And apparently Alex told us this, the crowd noise and Taylor saying "We love you so much, good night," that's actually from Vancouver, which makes sense because she would never have said like "We love you so much, good night" when Sabrina was exiting the surprise songs. Like,
Yeah.
I think I like knew it was Taylor's audio at the end of a show, but I thought Sabrina's audio was from their show. And maybe it's both. I don't know if anyone knows or if she's talked about that.
Well, when I first heard it, I thought it was Sabrina. Their voices are so similar, and I was like,
It is.
Wait.
I love you, Taylor.
Oh no, the "Thank You for an Unforgettable Night." When the thought starts, I thought it was Sabrina, and I was like, wait, and I was like, wow, they sound so freaking similar.
Thank you, Jade. We love you too, and we love what we're doing. Like this has been such a fun 24 hours. We were gripping all the way up until about 9-10 o'clock last night. I had to work late.
Yeah,
we were rushing to get ready. Ryan knew what she was gonna wear. I didn't. I had a couple different things, like, and we were like, I ran out to get the decorations. Like, we were flying by the seat of our pants yesterday, and then pressing play on the album, like Taylor's music always does for us. It just like transported us to a different place. Like everything else that we dealt with all day was just out of the picture, and we could just disassociate and listen to a brand new album.
And I've already got the aside from the music itself, obviously, is the fun of like creating little like TikToks or reels. And the brain, y'all, I'm blocking stuff. If anyone has seen our Tolerate It video, and if they haven't, please go to our Instagram at It Hits Diff Pod, because it's one of my proudest productions, directed, produced, basically the Eras Tour Tolerate It performance, little snippet. So anyway, we back, baby.
Yeah.
And after watching the movie, I got inspo, and yeah, I have to show you the blocking video later.
Okay.
But we have some fun content coming
Yes.
in the next few days, and I'm very excited for it.
So follow us at It Hits Diff Pod to get some of that social content. We're also on TikTok.
Right.
And Alex put the Instagram link in the chat. Thank you. Someone said the visualizers on YouTube are really awesome too. Yep. All of the content and the visuals for this album, I feel like it's almost her. They we were looking at them.
Is that different?
They're like the bigger version of that. It's like the kaleidoscope type effect.
Yep.
So again, thank you so much, everyone who's tuning in right now. We have over 800 viewers. Hit that like button if you haven't already, and subscribe to our channel so that you can stay tuned for more Showgirl content, because we want to go track by track in the weeks to come.
Yes.
Break down all the different aspects
We've got
of
some
it.
fun ways to do it, because we had talked, we were originally gonna delve deeper into the tracks pre-album drop, and we didn't. And now it's like, all right, these 12 tracks, everything just feels so attainable. You know, we're like 12 tracks, we can do anything. And so we've been strategizing, and we have some fun content coming in that space as well. Very excited.
Yes. I have to shout out something cool in chat. Alan said it was interesting how she has overcome her superstitions and doesn't need to knock on wood anymore. I like that. For a little wood
that
reference.
Was one of the 13% who thinks it's just about superstition.
No, if anyone's thinking that we're ending the live stream, we're not. We're gonna start talking about the movies shortly, though, so stay tuned for that if you want to. We'll give you an out if you want to stay spoiler free if you haven't been able to see it yet. But but we just wanted to give anyone who might leave before the movie like a preview of what's to come.
Yeah.
And I was saying we want to do episodes for every single track.
Yeah.
Because there's just so much more to talk about with each of it. I think we'll change our mind or like understand things more. It'll hit us differently.
Right. If
Hits
anyone has
differently.
seen our Tay Therapy content, if not, go back on our YouTube to give a little preview, because we're talking about integrating that into these track list breakdown episodes coming up, because Tay Therapy up until now has always been about, like, I mean, there's a broad spectrum, but a lot of the songs that we've talked about are a little bit sadder, a little bit like going through it, especially because I was going through it.
Well, and it was the Tortured Poets era.
Yeah. And now I'm like, we're out of that. We're just like, Taylor, it's like now we can have people submit their Tay Therapy stories about like the love of their life and like just, change the prophecy, right?
Mhm.
Like, so excited to give all of y'all that and like more info to come.
I can already picture the eldest daughter submissions, though. Those are
Ruin the friendship. I mean,
there's a lot.
It's gonna be good.
Yeah, that's one of our favorite parts of sitting with Taylor's music is, I think for us, at least the way that we process it is at first we are trying to understand what she's talking about and where she's coming from or what might have happened in her life that made her write it.
Mm-hmm.
And then after we can kind of conceptualize that, then we apply it to our own lives.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's kind of what Tay Therapy is about. It's like, what song did you hear that you thought, oh my gosh, she's writing about my life?
Right. Which, if you're like me, is like most of her discography at one point in time. And so hearing from you guys during those episodes, it's so fun. And just, it's a way to really bring us all together and just remember that at the center of all of this is the music that is from Taylor Swift. And it's so freaking good.
Yeah.
There's so many depths and layers. And so that's just a little preview of what's to come.
Yes.
Before people back out, I drink a lot of water, so I'm going to
need
take an
make a
intermission.
quick intermission.
I'm pulling a Showgirl. I've never done this before. Alex is probably like, we're breaking the fourth wall.
I'll take some questions from the chat while Ryan runs to the restroom. I've said earlier, our last 24 hours has been a little crazy. We went from like album listen, we stayed up like all night, got a couple hours of sleep. Hi, Alex.
Hi.
Finished listening, or
Ryan
finished editing the reaction video, which is available on Patreon right now. If you want to go check that out, it will be also available on YouTube at 12 p.m. Eastern time on Saturday, October 4th. Then as soon as we finished that, we got ready for the movie in like 15 minutes and arrived right on time, because if you haven't seen the movie yet, there are no previews. It starts promptly. Then we went from that to this. So it's been a whirlwind.
It's been a whirlwind. Usually these release weekends are whirlwinds. This one was uniquely a whirlwind for many reasons.
Someone asked, are you guys reacting to the interviews too? We will definitely react to the interviews. We honestly have not been able to watch any of them yet due to everything that I was just talking about.
I gotta be honest, as I've been monitoring social media over here, I've been watching some, and you're gonna love the small clips that I've been seeing.
Really?
Yeah. She's talked a lot of stuff, and the Graham Norton show was really interesting too at times. Yeah.
We wanted to be able to watch that before the stream, but we didn't get to. Someone said Taylor confirmed that she purposely designed the set list to look like the Eras Tour stage. Oh, you mean the track list? Oh, people were thinking that. That's really cool.
I think Ryan can hear me from here, so I'll repeat it when she comes down. She also has explicitly, essentially alluded to the poems in the vinyls being an Easter egg.
Really?
Yeah.
So yeah, we haven't even.
So that's a thing.
We haven't even talked about the Easter eggs yet, but nothing happened at 1 a.m.
Probably against the rules to discuss Easter eggs when Ryan is not sitting in this chair. Oh, she's yelling from the hallway.
I was just gonna give the lead up.
Yeah. Okay, fine, Ryan. I'll leave. Okay.
Well, I was gonna say before Alex leaves, what's your favorite song right now, or what was your favorite song?
So after I said to them my favorite song was Wood, because I just thought it was so freaking funny. Right now, my favorite is Elizabeth Taylor, and Ryan and I were discussing it too. That it's probably a sleeper right now, because of course there's other songs getting some other play because of lyric play or the single of Ophelia, but Yeah, Elizabeth Taylor, I think, is a vibe,
really
as
good.
they would say. All right, Ryan, you can take the mic back now.
Stay as long as you want. We can pull up another chair, you know? Life of a showgirl, guys. Breaking the fourth wall. I've literally never done that.
You had the quick change room.
Right? We've live streamed it quite a few times.
If you came back in a different outfit, that would have been
Oh,
so funny.
dang it. That would have slayed and been very impressive.
For anyone
Alright.
who wants to hear more of Alex, he's doing Chiefs breakdowns from the Chiefs games and then previews for the next game. He's doing this weekly and he has a little telestration going on. He's explaining football. It should be interesting to those of you who know football well and those of you who don't and want to learn a little bit more, or you just want to hear about the Chiefs in general. That content is available on our Patreon each week. So he already has the preview out for the Monday Night Football game that's coming up this Monday.
He's our
Chiefs Jaguars.
Chiefs cord.
Correspondent.
I've had no sleep. I'm like, I made up the title and I always forget. Chiefs correspondent.
Chiefs correspondent.
He's also Alex Treepain. I mean, he has many names. As I like to call him. He's our Treepain, literally. All right, so is it time to talk about the official release?
Yeah.
party of a
Well, we can
Showgirl?
talk about the Easter eggs after, or do we? Maybe we just because there's not there. We don't know anything yet. We can just quickly.
You want me to pull chat?
Yeah, poll chat.
Quickly,
See
yeah.
what the
Does
people
chat want us to
see the
go
people-
to the movie or the Easter eggs?
Right, because technically, talking about the Easter eggs, it doesn't spoil, but
No, it's not. Yeah, it doesn't.
we're still
Well,
addressing
yeah,
stuff
yeah,
that
yeah,
we
yeah,
saw
yeah,
because there's the lyric videos in the movie. So it's like if y'all are okay, it's not really a spoiler, but it is in a way. So we want to be we want to not lie. We said we wouldn't talk about it. So, but if y'all are down, we're down. You know. Because okay, well I can say this. We can start here because this is not related to the movie, but it leads into the clowning and the Easter eggs while y'all are deciding with that poll. So, we didn't get to post this on our story, but yesterday, because people got the Target vinyls, because there's what you said, there's the normal version at Target, and then there's the Target
Yeah, like the
version.
standard edition and the
Right.
Target edition.
And so people discovered, because we're all investigators here in this asylum that she raised us in, that there's like a poem in like the inserts of each of these two versions of the album, or the vinyl, I guess. And she did a classic, like how we did the word scramble a few days ago that she set up for us with the capital letters, all of that led to lyrics. She put little tiny stars, little asterisks, if you will, next to certain letters in each of these two poems. And so far, one of them says 3. It equates to the letters 3. And there is no scramble. There was no mistake. It was in order, I'm pretty sure. It was like T was
Yeah.
asterisk, few sentences
Yeah.
down, it was an H. And the other one was 2. So if anyone has heard, I know like literally 2 days ago, I said, if y'all saw my Instagram story about the 3-2-1 theory, no, you didn't, because we were clowning, then we weren't. And now I'm like, anyway, back to that story that I posted about the 3-2-1 theory that seems to be maybe actually happening.
The original countdown, if you will, was maybe the 3-2-1 back and fetch error from the Tortured Poets era. I need to
Stemming
make sure I
from-
enunciated that. The 3-2-1 back and fetch error could have been something that was Easter egging us to now, and like 3-2 Exile ends in 3-2.
Yes, from the Bejeweled music video, which came before Tortured Poets. So this all started back in the Bejeweled music video. In the very beginning, she opens the pocket watch that haunts our dreams that she made a freaking ornament out of, and it says, Exile ends in 3-2, and you never get the 1. And then obviously, like the Karma Coffee Cup isn't lumped into this, but like it's never not. Because she also had a poem. I think one of the poems starts out talking about coffee on a piano, and like a piano like in the same line. And if anyone has seen the Karma music video and the coffee cup that haunts our dreams, it's a coffee cup, or it's a teacup technically, but it's coffee, and she places it on a piano.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, and she mentioned coffee in one of these interviews, right? That's the second time we've heard coffee Maybe it wasn't verbal, but
I was in the Target promo.
yeah. So like, okay, maybe she's just trolling us. But anyway, so the 3-2 is now, and the 1, because we haven't received our vinyls yet, like the ones that have been mailed, we don't know where the 1 lives. Which which variant does the 1 live in? And is that the clue? Is that the key to what will be happening? So we thought last night at 1 a.m. that's when things would manifest, but then today Molly had another epiphany about it.
So this kind of ties into a movie spoiler slightly. So if you don't want to hear it, I would suggest the poll is spoken. They want us to talk about the movie, which is what I'm getting to.
All right. And we're talking about Easter eggs. We're doing both. Y'all wanted the movie and Easter eggs. We're doing both. All right.
I was going to say, I like how we asked the question and you were like, let me say something really quick. And then you just started talking about the Easter eggs.
Oh, because it wasn't related to the movie. Oh, I forgot those were the options. Anyway, moving on.
Well, no, because this plays into the movie, but it'll transition us to the movie. So there were theories that we would get something at 1 a.m. after the album came out. And when that didn't happen, there were also theories that because of the double exit signs, that there might be an encore of some sort. And I thought that maybe if there was an encore, it'd be at the end of the movie. Like, you know how there's end scenes sometimes, like after the credits in Marvel movies, for example, where you think the story's over, but then the credits play and then something else happens.
You never know.
And so that's why this is leading to a little bit of a movie spoiler, which is that
we also, another reason why we thought this 3-2-1 was a thing was because we've been getting all these countdowns leading up to this album, but maybe arguably the most we've ever had. Like, we've been getting countdowns, you know, that ended up being a bunch of variants. One day it was merch, like countdowns. And someone noticed that the hours went from like, it was like 3 to, it was like,
that theory didn't stick.
It's not like on point, but like still, I feel like now it's crazy because it's not right, because now here we are and it's like, wait, like, anyway, so then you had the epiphany.
Well, just
today.
In general, there's been so many countdowns in this era of Showgirl.
And the other thing is that when Midnights came out, that was the other thing that tied into it. We got a 3 a.m. drop where she released the deluxe version. Torture Poets, we got a 2 a.m. drop where we got a whole other freaking album. And so once again, all that being said that we just said, we're like 1 a.m.
Even though she had explicitly said there's nothing else.
But maybe like,
songs.
I mean, I wasn't thinking like a double album, but I was like, it could be anything.
Yeah. Just like us, any sort of surprise.
And then last night, Taylor Nation, because they know, because they're chronically online, they decided at 1 a.m. because the album technically ended around like 12:43, 12:45, whatever, if you were on track, unlike us. And at 1 a.m. they're like, that's all, folks. Like, calling attention to once again being like, I knew y'all were expecting something. But then the epiphany.
So what I was thinking today, once it was confirmed that there's not some extra end scene or encore in the movie, is that when you think about the time card of a Showgirl that Taylor Nation put out earlier this week, there was Standby on the schedule for tomorrow, October 4th at 7 p.m. Taylor said 47 multiple times in the New Heights interview. What if that was hinting at the 4th at 7 p.m. and the 3-2-1 is like that there's going to be something each day. So like if you're counting down, the third day was the day the album came out, and then the second day is the day we got the movie, and then Saturday the 4th at 7 p.m. could be like the one. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Again, and Taylor put this in, like, we sound crazy, but again, the vinyl poems, she gave us 3 and 2, and we know 1 lives somewhere out there because we don't have our vinyls yet. So I'm like, again, we sound crazy, but we need to remind everyone it exists.
That speaking of Shiny Bug, am I the only one who thinks it's weird that it was not a lyric because the rest of the names were right? I haven't actually cross-checked all the names. Was Baby That's Show Business for you in a song?
She mentions, isn't that in The Life of a Showgirl? No, I might have made that up. It feels like it would have been, but I definitely don't remember Shiny Bug anywhere. But in the movie, you see that outfit come back to life.
Yes, let's get into the movie. That's your clowning for now. We'll see if anything happens on Saturday.
No, wait. There's one other. So
they want us to talk about the movie.
It's part of the movie. It's part of the movie. I'm like, we don't have to start off the top. I'm like, I know Molly likes to start at the very beginning. It's like, let's start at the beginning of the movie. But while we're on the topic of Easter eggs, and so we don't forget, okay? Here we go. This is about the movie. This is relevant. So we get the lyric videos in the movie, and it's very similar to the visualizers that we already have on Spotify, but it's obviously there's multiple shots and the loop is very extensive, and there's obviously more to it. But there's also Easter eggs in almost every single video, and like because we don't actually have the videos yet, because she's gonna release them once everyone has maybe seen the movie in a day, Sunday. Right?
Sundays when Sunday afternoon is when it becomes available on YouTube.
So we don't have anything to study yet, but we were clocking it and keeping notes. And so there's a clock. It's a clock. Clocks are always sus. Time.
There are multiple clocks.
There were multiple clocks, and guess what? In multiple songs, which now I'm mad at myself because I don't remember which songs they were, which I hate that for me because it all probably means something with the numbers and the Zodiac killer stuff that Taylor talks about. So we'll know more in 2 days.
New Heights posted a hilarious edit about the Zodiac killer stuff because there were
literally.
Easter eggs in the New Heights video. But
the clock is in multiple songs. It's 10 minutes to 1. And then there's another video where there's a clock where it's 9:30. So if anyone knows what that means, obviously 10 minutes to 1 plays back into what we were just saying about the 3, 2, 1. So it's like, and that was the clock you saw in at least 2 videos.
Yeah.
And there's shots where it's very, like the last shot lingers there. She's like, look at the clock. There it is. It's right here. If you missed it, like early on, it's there. So she wants us to see it.
There were also just like other types of Easter eggs, not necessarily cryptic ones, but straightforward ones that I loved. Like people were mentioning in the chat earlier, did you see the 87 on the door? Yes, we did.
Yes.
There were so many moments when we were listening to the album and when we were watching the movie where we were like, you see that? Oh my gosh. I also saw written on the wall in one of the songs, it was quick, and I didn't, or maybe it's in the Ophelia music video, which we will get to, but I'm pretty sure Borchetta was written on the wall in a corner, but it was so quick I didn't get to read it, or like by the time I noticed it, like this shot was changing. So let me know if anyone saw that.
Someone mentioned the Valentine's Day chocolate box. Is that what that was? When you said it said Funny Valentine's?
That's what it said.
Okay.
Yeah.
Once again, here I am being like, there's another literal thing.
Yeah.
It's not, girl. It's just
there was writing on the wall behind her in numbered boxes when she was in her rope outfit. Yeah, there's so many Easter eggs.
One of them was obvious. It was like TLOASG, aka Life of a Showgirl.
Yeah.
But the rest of the letters, I was like, I wonder if this scrambles, but it also was kind of reminded us of like the periodic table. Because it was just like, but
yeah,
the clocks obviously were the biggest, like they were the only thing that repeated in multiple videos, and so I was paying attention. I don't know what 10 minutes to 1 means or 9:30, but every time those 2 hours occur in the next few days, I will be paying attention.
And this is a good bridge to the music video part. Go ahead.
Oh, someone's in the chat. She mouthed something during the phone visual at the end. I said the same thing. I said, Molly, what did she say? And she's like, I think she was just blowing a kiss. I was like, no, she said something.
Yeah, I said that at first, and then once it
was the one word.
She said something.
I don't think it was an Easter egg, but it was probably like a fun, like if you caught it.
Yeah.
We need on TikTok, they bring in like the people who can read lips. Like we need that. She was saying stuff when she was on the phone too.
Right.
In the shots, who she was obviously talking to Travis, we could assume, because the song was not Honey.
I don't remember
either
which
way.
one.
Yeah, if anyone remembers, let us know which music video that was. But yeah, I was like, what did she just mouth? Okay, sorry, go ahead.
I don't remember. It was something to transition to the Fate of Ophelia music video. But I lost whatever the train of thought was.
Send it. Talk about the music video because it was iconic.
The music video was so good. But yeah, there's gonna be so many Easter eggs to break down from the lyric videos that we got in the movie, just in general, but especially from the lyric videos in the movie. And so when those are available on YouTube on Sunday, we'll have to
eating them up.
Yeah, we're gonna have to like take our magnifying glass and go back and look through some of them. But the Oh, what? Now I remember what I was going to say. Again, because it's an Easter egg, but it's a tie into the movie, which is that I was thinking that the Karma door and the fact that we've been getting all this Karma door imagery and the lock and the key, I thought that the movie would start off with like the door being unlocked or and opening, or a shot of Taylor on stage in Vancouver on the final night when she went through the door, but it actually started with the clock. It started with the Eras Tour clock. And then Taylor gives a little preview. She's standing in front of one of the backdrops that ends up being in the Fate of Ophelia music video, like the orange, really cool textured background. And she's just thanking you for being in the theater, whatever. You know, it's like a little clip that gives you some breathing room to get ready for the music video that happens right off the top.
Background was in the Fate of Ophelia?
Yeah, it was like the orange, like textured.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It looked to me like it was like a piece of it that she was in front of. So right off the bat, we get the Fate of Ophelia music video, which, like we said earlier, we think is one of our favorite music videos of all time.
Yeah, no, literally. Yeah, and it actually, like, for once, I didn't walk away having as many questions as you would expect because it's such a production. It's like, meanwhile, like the Karma music video, still there's questions. I'm like, what did that mean?
I wish we had the same type of breakdown for the Karma music video.
But again, I saw a lot of overlap and I was like, I need to go back and watch because there were a lot of things. It just felt like, I don't know, there's just so much overlap from her past eras in this new era. But yeah, the music video was, I mean, we don't know if like the opening scene is like, is that the Delicate Hotel? We don't know.
I don't know. I thought it was for a second.
Yeah.
I don't know, but they didn't mention it in the behind the scenes. Or anything,
there was a lot going on. And she brought back some of like, you know, a bunch of people who have done music videos with her. Obviously, out the gate, we find out the Eras Tour dancers and band members and singers, the squad, everyone's
the
back together.
Yeah, like that the whole crew.
That was probably one of the best parts about the music video. Was like, just, you know, you start off the freaking movie with the Eras Tour clock, and then we just dive into being like, let's talk about the Eras Tour dancers and singers and like band members, and they're all going to be in this video, and it was just really fun to see everybody back together.
Yeah, it was so nice to see all the dancers together again. Dee said that. Carr family said I was smiling so hard watching the entire Eras team there. Yep. Love that she used her Eras team. Yeah, it was so cool. And I loved that we not only saw them in the music video, but then the BTS all ended up being from the music video.
Yeah.
For anyone who hasn't seen the movie yet, that's what the BTS ends up being.
Yeah.
So we thought that the BTS was going to be more about like the making of the album and or the actual Eras Tour itself, and it was not. It was BTS of the music video and the making of it, which was really, really cool, especially for us who are TV production people. There were so many cool parts of that. Like the one shot.
Oh yeah. So yeah,
scenes.
If anyone hasn't seen the movie yet, when you do, pay attention to each scene, which again, it's similar to the Karma music video in the way that each scene has its own look, feel, vibe, production, you know, it's like its whole little world. And so each scene is shot in one shot. And Taylor even talks about it where she's like, yeah, like there was no editing or splicing things together. Like each take, it's like, all right, all the way through. And then,
which is so hard to do.
But it's so impressive
for every scene.
And when you pay attention, you're like, wait. And so like she talks about when the big scene where they're all wearing like little caps and there's the stairs, and she's talking about like how she needs to get down from the top down to the bottom, and you're like, I don't remember that because the first time you see it, like whatever. Which we love that she plays the music video at the very end again. You're like, thank you. Like after all that, I want to roll it back.
Yeah, I was thinking that the whole time because like you see it and then the album plays out, but in between the lyric videos, you get either Taylor talking about the song or the BTS of the making of the music video. And then at the end, I was like, man, it'd be really nice if they played it again because I don't want to have to wait till Sunday to see this now that we've seen it be created.
Right.
And then they did that. I'm like, oh, the movie was so well done.
Oh, I know. And so, yeah, so that's a shot. So it's like now that you know what you know, she's like told us about this, and then you watch it again and you see, I'm like, oh, I want to watch her go down the stairs. And you're like, I didn't notice because it's so brilliantly shot that it's like, the camera's on her, and then it like pans over and like gets tight on the dancers, follows them around, and next thing you know, it pulls out and Taylor's all
She's
the way at
there.
the bottom. And again, it's all in one, like
So smooth.
she was sprinting down the stairs while the camera was not showing her.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we're all like TV production nerds over here. So when that clicked for all of us, we're like, wow. And my favorite scene,
I did think it when I was watching it the first time. I don't think I didn't realize that every scene was one shot, but there were the one where she was like going down the hallway and like through the door frame, and like and there were 2 different ones like that. I was like, dang, they're doing some crazy camera work.
And obviously
blocking.
one of the most fun scenes of the whole, at least in my opinion, of the whole music video was, so I thought Travis was going to pop up in this video, and he didn't, but at the very end we get a little nod when Taylor catches a football.
Mm-hmm.
And so that whole shot is probably my favorite of the whole music video. And again, in terms of like one shot, there's chaos going on. She's on a cart, she's moving. Next thing you know, we're going in this room, the camera's following like flawlessly, and then all this stuff is popping off in the room.
Yeah.
Like there's so much. And it
So
reminded me of We Are Never Getting Back Together, where again, there are a lot of one shots in that music video as well. Like the chaos of all the animals, and it's like the same exact vibe.
Something that I noticed the second time through that I didn't the first, and I don't know exactly what it means, but so it follows her through the door frame into the hotel room. Everyone's like partying, the cameras flash. She goes through another door frame to like leave that room, and in the corner there's like another open window. So like the photographers had been in the other one, and now in this room like a bird flies through, and it looked like a robin.
Was it a real bird? No.
Maybe it's like something fake, or it's like a visual effect, but I swear. And then it ends with her. Then it pans to the bathtub. She's in the bathtub.
That wasn't
and
one
it's
take.
the freaking.
That was a one shot. Obviously, I don't really need to explain that. It's like,
well, yeah, because she's.
It was
It's
perfectly.
like a perfect transition.
Perfectly edited. But yeah, I'm like, just for to be clear, we don't think that's the same, because that'd be impossible.
Yeah, she can't like jump in the bathtub
and change her outfit all within. Boop, boop.
But yeah, like there was so much in the movie that I haven't even like fully sat with the fact that we got a visual of what became the album cover. That's crazy.
Right. And in all of the lyric videos, she's pulling different outfits and vibes from the music video. Like, oh, there's this scene. Oh, here's me in the shiny bug outfit. Well, I guess she didn't wear that in the music video, actually. That was an extra.
Yeah.
The shiny bug outfit, which we obviously
There were
seen.
a couple of things we didn't see in the movie that ended up being in the lyric videos, which
most were from
is
the
like,
music video.
Does that mean there's another music video?
Dude.
Is that what that was?
I don't know.
Or was the shiny bug outfit and stuff just a cool thing for the photo shoot for the album, and she recorded video too?
That reminds me that we didn't mention earlier that another fun fact with the song Eldest Daughter is that the piano part that we hear she has played that during the Eras tour at the beginning of Champagne Problems. And so we didn't know at the time, but it's like, what's this melody? And it's the Eldest Daughter melody. So then in the lyric video, when you see her at the piano, it's the first and only time we get piano Tay on this album. And while she's in the shiny bug outfit, and I was like, I love this juxtaposition.
It's so cool. Yeah. And people talking about Taylor's football skills. That was another Easter egg in the New Heights episode. They have a whole conversation about Travis is trying to hype Taylor up and say, like, you can catch the ball. And she's trying to act like she doesn't care about it. And then, of course, she crushed it. She never, like, none of those outtakes or anything did she ever not catch the ball.
True.
And that's, like, I'm an athletic person. Like, sometimes you might accidentally.
And it came in hot, too.
Yeah.
Like,
that didn't look that easy.
Like, some she caught better than other takes, but, like, she still caught it.
Yeah.
Like, but, I mean, she is a
so
perfectionist.
Talented.
She is, she's not gonna not catch it and be like, I didn't catch a football, even though she's not athletic at all. But like, as he said, she's an athlete in her own right. Yeah, she just doesn't play sports.
She doesn't call herself an athlete, but we call her an athlete.
I mean, if anyone was paying attention to her back in that music video, it's so strong. I just kept looking at the muscles.
I was gonna say just the Eras tour in itself,
right?
But I'm like 3.5 hour shows, 3 days in a row.
It's been 7 months, so I'm like, girl's still keeping it. I mean, not that we'd be surprised, but I was admiring as my life goal is to do a pull up, but that's a side note. So I had mad respect for her back muscles. It's like, drop the workout.
Yeah, the music video was so cool. You were saying your favorite scene might be the hotel room. That one's really good. I love that the band. That's the first. I think I don't know if Paul and the band were in other scenes. I definitely know like Amos was in a different one earlier. I can't remember exactly which one, but that was the first time I saw Paul, her guitarist, who's
Yeah.
been. I mean, they've all been with her for a really long time at this point, but that was cool. I think my favorite might be the opening shot where she's the painting
painting?
of Ophelia, and then
Mm.
she sits up, and the backdrop starts to move, and there's like a picture frame, and then you start to see
Mhm.
the dancers and like the reveal of all of that.
Right.
That was really cool.
It was so well shot and well edited, like the whole thing.
Yeah.
Also, the scene where she's on the boat, I immediately was like, this is giving the Rep Stadium tour. During
King of My
King of My
Heart.
Heart. Oh, I didn't even like
Well, and
clock that
actually, I think it's like
connection.
Look What You Made Me Do and King of My Heart might all be
Is it
on that.
maybe?
It's like your tilted stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if anyone knows or remembers the Rep Stadium tour, there's a boat, which I remember the timing like that's kind of random. She kind of looks like a pirate. And so here we are. I mean, I know this probably ties into like the actual story of Ophelia, which shows how much I know about Shakespeare.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
I was thinking of,
Maybe not.
I was thinking of Peter Pan.
Oh.
Try to and that's also like something to like
Oh,
try to
'cause they
change the
had-
ending. Peter losing Wendy. Wendy has
Right.
to walk the plank.
Oh, yeah.
And that like and then Peter ends up like flying under and catching her before she gets to
You're
the
right.
gator.
You're right.
Yeah.
So maybe it's both. I don't know. The boat being the Rep Stadium tour was so random. So to me, it felt like, you know,
And
she's
her-
back in a boat.
Her singers were little mermaids in the water.
And also she fell pretty far. Like
Yeah.
the jump, like the fall off the plank was
Mhm.
yeah, it was. And the wigs, so good. Where did she
Like,
get these wigs?
The costuming for the whole music video and the set design.
Yeah. The black wig or the brunette wig was probably my
was cool.
favorite. I'm like, girl, how have you never dyed your hair? Because dang, brown is your color and black
Mhm.
too. And then I was like, was there another? There was like so much.
Seeing Mandy Moore, the
Yeah.
choreographer from the Eras tour,
Yeah.
be on set for that, and like bringing back the chairs, like a little bit of a nod to like vigilante, like
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. There were so many scenes from that music video. And then the different because it's the Fate of Ophelia, and we said earlier about how that track kind of gives you a little piece of each song. So there's the peach is in the music video, and it's like, when does she talk about peaches? But she says the life of a showgirl. She says something about a
You're
peach.
sweeter than a peach.
Yeah, and so it's like a little fun nod there. My brain just sort of triggered it. I'm like, wait, there was another think about it. Carry on. Let me bring it back.
Yeah, everything about the music video was so cool, and it was just awesome that we got to see almost every single scene being created or blocked or whatever. Like we got almost all of them sprinkled throughout the entire movie.
Yeah. I lost my thought. It's gone forever.
It's gone forever.
It'll come back if it's worth it.
She said that they rehearsed it for 3 weeks.
Which kind of tracks.
Yeah.
Because there was a lot going on.
Yeah. So then obviously as the movie goes on, we get the lyric videos, which were all really cool. I think I have to like see those again to be able to remember. Like I think the shiny bug outfit
Canceled
where
was
she's
good.
sitting at the piano is the one I remember the most.
And then she's wearing the shiny bug again
Which is
and
Eldest daughter.
canceled.
Oh.
When she's sitting in the movie
Yeah.
theater seats, and I'm like, I love again
Yeah.
the juxtaposition. It's like 1 minute you're making us feel some type of way with eldest daughter, but playing the piano in the shiny bug outfit. The next you're like just sitting there looking all coy or like
Mhm.
sly, like singing canceled. You
Yeah.
know? And it's like, the juxtaposition
Yeah.
is like
Yeah, the
Showgirl
visuals
can
were
do
really
both.
cool. They weren't. We thought that again, maybe the lyric videos would include behind the scenes footage from the Eras tour or something like that, but instead it was all visuals for the album, which were, I mean, I still really liked them. Like we were talking about this afterwards about Taylor's other lyric videos and how, for most artists too, they loop. And so sometimes it'll be more of like an illustration or I don't even know the right way to explain it. Something like more generic, you know, like a candle flickering or something like that. But these had her in them for most of them. and then were like clearly scenes either pulled out of the movie or just like other things for the album. So it was just really cool. And you would get, instead of it just being one loop, it would be a loop of multiple different things cut together and then looped again. So I
Yeah.
felt like I kept getting like mesmerized and like pulled back into them.
It was spaced out enough that it felt longer than it was. And then obviously, like, she gives a little blurb about each song before each song, and it really provided a lot of context, even though we've already gotten a decent amount up to this point of, you know, the backstory of these songs. But I think my favorite explanations were Opalite when she's talking about I'm
Like, you have to
confusing
like
it with
make your own. You have to make your own happiness. Like an opal is
Right,
naturally like is like a natural stone, whereas opalite
Right.
is man-made, and that means like you've had to work for something. You've had to
Right.
create something. It doesn't just come naturally. It doesn't just happen. You have to work towards it.
Right. And then which was the song when she was talking about like playing it cool and like how she it was like super relatable.
It was Honey.
Oh, okay.
You're thinking
Oh,
of when she was talking about how people um go
yeah.
ahead.
Oh no, go ahead.
How she liked the concept for Honey because she was taking something that had been said to her
Mhm.
passive aggressively, and we talked about this a little bit earlier too, but taking something that's been said to her in one way and then someone else can change the meaning for you,
Mhm.
and the dichotomy of how we use different words in our throughout like language in general, that like a word can mean many different things, and she
Right.
loves to do that. She loves to
Right.
like play on a word or a phrase like that and flip
Right.
it. So like in that song she explores both sides of Honey or
Because
Sweetheart.
she's been on both sides.
Yeah.
And then no, there was also the song where she said about how you know, like playing the game of acting like it's like just the song where she talks about like being cool or whatever and like
Oh,
dying.
Othello's Daughter.
I wonder if that's the one where she teed it up and she was like, yeah, like at the end of the day, the message was you know, like we're so conditioned to like play the game when it comes to dating and pretend we're not bothered and pretend we don't care. That was the one where she's like talking about like pretending we don't care, but like at the end of the day we care very much. And like God forbid you're vulnerable and you actually show yourself to your partner and like what if he actually or he or she actually likes it.
Mm-hmm.
It might have been Eldest Daughter. Yeah, I've been dying just from trying to seem cool. Yeah, that was a really really cool like backstory of it and really added to the sadness, but also again just made it really relatable and like I get it, you know, we're taught to just like be mysterious and play hard to get and do all these things and it's like but why though?
Yeah.
You know, God forbid we're just like open and like I actually like you and like ruin the friendship. Like what happens if you just, you know, like kiss the person? Which we'd said earlier we were to mention the movie blurb about ruin the friendship. And she talks about how the song is from like some high school experiences from her life, people she knew, people she like knew through somebody else.
Yeah, so we were talking earlier about how we thought of the song Forever Winter and that maybe it was about the same friend. His name is Jeff Lang. Taylor has spoken about him before back in the Red era, I believe. And she said that he was someone that she used to play all of her songs for first. So when we first heard the song and that she like went to a funeral and things like that, like Forever Winter kind of talks about the same things. We were thinking that it was about him, but in the movie, she said it's about multiple people. And like you said, like her own experiences and the experiences of other people. So the song has many different layers to it.
Right. Yeah. And I mean, obviously it's cool to hear Taylor just, you know, have that perspective of just actually just being honest and, you know, vulnerable with someone that you're with and how that's like a better scenario. Also her blurb about wish list and how like she was saying like, you know, I just want other people to get what they want, but like this is just like this is what I want. And
yeah, I did when we made the jokes earlier too, when we first heard wish list and heard the dog line, we were like, whoa, shots fired. But then the way she explained it in the movie was exactly what you just said. Like, no shade. Like, people can want what they want to want. This is what people should want, what they want to want.
Yeah.
Whatever. But this is what I want.
Yeah. Oh, Wood. I think we addressed that earlier. So Wood, she said the least about, because you know what? There will be no explanation. There will just be Wood. Literally, that's what we're at. She said
She
like
said it was about
she
superstition.
said like a literally one liner and was like, in Tay fashion, was like, all right. Anyway.
We literally laughed out loud in the
Yeah,
theater.
I was like, girl,
because
come
we're
on.
like, what's she gonna say? Someone asked in the chat, is the movie clean? And yes,
It
they
sure
played a clean
is.
version of the songs, and she does not talk about what Wood is pretty obviously about, and the clean version of it does change it slightly.
Instead of wet,
but-
you get sweat. I was impressed with that.
You just went straight there.
I mean, Taylor
wasn't
said
ready.
it,
I
not
wasn't
me.
ready.
Taylor said it, not me. I mean, I'm just translating.
People are saying their entire theater was laughing.
I was laughing. Oh, thighs to skies. That I literally LOL'd. I was like, girl, come on.
Yeah.
Like that one, you're like, that is not the same. But she had to do what she had to do. It cannot be
So
easy.
funny.
I imagine when she makes those songs, she's like, dang it, I gotta make a clean version. All right, let me just sit on this for a second, because how are we gonna do this? And again, this being like probably her most explicit album, I'm like, yeah, you had to get creative.
Right.
But again, it all felt very seamless, where if you didn't know, you wouldn't know. But that one was the funniest. So I was like, let's see how this is gonna go.
Paul said everybody laughed at the Wood explanation both times I saw it. You've already seen it twice?
Dang,
Whoa.
Paul.
Shell's just got home from the movie. Welcome to the
Yes, perfect
stream.
timing.
We're going to go see it again Sunday. Yeah. I am excited to see it again. I mean,
Yeah.
not again. I say it like I wouldn't be. But like, I feel like it wasn't as overstimulating as like hearing the album for the first time, where you're like, whoa, I could not absorb everything. I need to like go back and sit with it. But specifically for some of the Easter eggs and just being able to like absorb it more, it'll be
Right.
nice. Because again, when you leave and you're like, oh, I can't go like watch the music video on YouTube, or the lyric, I can't watch that lyric video back to like remember which one was which or whatever.
Right. Also,
She went full Sabrina on Wood.
oh, literally,
Yep.
I clocked.
Been hanging
it.
out with Sabrina too much.
She
I'm
like
just
even took
kidding.
it further. I feel like if you've listened to House Tour on Sabrina's newest album, it's like she's making fun of it. And like, I promise none of this is a metaphor, and like the metaphors seem at first glance, you do have to think about it. You're like, oh, first floor, second floor. But anyway, Taylor's like, nah, I'm not gonna make it that hard. I'm just gonna twist it a little bit. Like y'all can do the rest.
And I gotta catch that bouquet. I got a hard rock coming my way.
Almatized.
Yeah.
Never heard that phrase
I
before.
loved in Elizabeth Taylor where she explained that was a song that she wrote the line first. Cry My Eyes, Violet, Elizabeth Taylor. Like, I love it when you hear like either the order that she might have written songs in, or like what conceptualized the song. She talked about that with The Fate of Ophelia as well, that they were in a writing session and they had the track going, and then she was looking back in her file that she keeps, which excuse me, let us see the files. And in Dear Reader, she said burn all the files. And then in Tortured Poets, there was lots of file imagery. Anyway. But she said she has this file, which I'm assuming is just like a notes app of a running list of things that are ideas for songs. And so she was hearing the production that Max Martin and Shellback were doing, and then saw The Fate of Ophelia and heard Ophelia. And then that's like how it all started. And she referenced August when she was talking about that,
know.
because she said, or no, that
was
was a
Ruin the
different song.
Friendship.
Yeah. But that's how August started too. She had written down Meet Me Behind the Mall at one
Oh,
point,
really?
and that's what inspired August.
Meet me behind the mall.
Or I think it was Honey that she said was the first song that they wrote on the album.
That was what started, and she was like, yeah, like we realized like, wow, like this is different. I'm
This is
like,
all-
girl, because you're
yeah.
thriving and you're happy. Oh,
Mhm.
you changed the prophecy.
What were your
I'm trying to
favorite
think.
parts of the movie? What are we not talking about?
What's everyone's favorite song?
Megan just got back from the movies. Could you tell what her suitcase necklace said? I could not.
Oh, but it was fun though because
Did look like it was a lock though.
yeah, when they kept the shots where it was like her like the orange background, she had her little T&T, her little Travis and Taylor, and then the lock, which I thought was an Easter egg because the songs where she starts off Fate of Ophelia talking about like he has the key to always stand by. I only remember the wood version.
I know. I was thinking it
he
too.
also has the key to her thighs, but in Fate of Ophelia, the key starts out being, where is it at? Search. Key. Oh, only you possess the key. So it starts out gentle and like, you know, make it. And again, that's why we're like Fate of Ophelia. I feel like
locked inside my memory, and only you possess the key.
She pulls from different songs, so it's like she starts in Fate of Ophelia, giving us an overview of the whole album, talking about you possess the key. Then later on in Wood, we hear what kind of key, you know, this person, aka probably Travis, possesses, and other things. And so it's like a fun little, you know. So anyway, so she had the lock, and then the T&T, and I was like, I see you, girl. You know, just really like once again, be like, yes. But yeah, I couldn't read what was like on the actual lock, but it was definitely
I'm sure we haven't really been on social media like we said, but I'm sure people have like broken down the outfits already.
People are probably going wild about all this stuff. We've just been gotta play catch up.
So we asked what your favorite songs were. Luna said, as of right now, Elizabeth Taylor. Been singing it all day. Connor said Elizabeth Taylor's my favorite. The chorus.
Oh yes, Megan. I wanted to mention that earlier. Did you guys notice her otter shirt? Yes, I was like her shirt.
That was another like moment.
The New Heights episode, she talks about how Travis is like obsessed with like rescuing an otter, and it's this whole scene. And then she's literally wearing a freaking sea otter shirt. I was like, where did you get that shirt? And Molly's like, maybe it's Travis's. I was like,
it's not. It wasn't big enough to be Travis's.
But I was like, wow. Yeah. When and where did you see that? It looks like a vintage shirt. I'm like, you just know she was so stoked when she found that. She was like, gotta buy it. But again, it's like an Easter egg. It's like, if you know, you know. If you've seen, even though I guess the music video would have been before the New Heights episode. So that she's been sitting on that otter story for a while.
That's what, well, but the otter story was like a natural thing that came up, like, oh, Travis has this thing where he wants to rescue an otter.
But it must be really deep because if she was Easter egging it way before the episode.
But I'm saying, like, I don't even know that it was an Easter egg. Like, maybe they just like talk about otters a lot and then it ended up being talked about on the podcast.
Who knows, right?
Julie asked, in the music video towards the end when she's in red and everyone's using feather fans around her, are those the same orange fans that are being used in the I Can Do It With a Broken Heart music video? No. Those are like a light orange and not as thick feathers.
Those are the ones that will never manifest. But again, it could be an Easter egg because we saw that in the music video and we're like, what are these orange feathers for? We thought it was Rep TV related. And now technically they are orange feathers, they're just darker. So it's like, it's not an Easter egg.
Yeah.
But
Stella said Eldest Daughter and Honey are their favorites. Sofa the Swiftie says Actually Romantic. It's so good. I mean, not that Eldest Daughter and Honey aren't, like, they're all just like so freaking good. Connor said Wood is Stuck in My Head. Yep.
Oh, Sue said the sea otter t-shirts from Monterey Aquarium. I've been there. I didn't even notice that that's what it was from. Travis and her visited Carmel by the sea. No way. Oh my God, that's one of my favorite places. I did not know they went there. Freaking beautiful place down in California. Ophelia and Opalite.
Michael said, in terms of poetics and melodic and rhythmic complexity, Fate of Ophelia is probably my early favorite. In terms of party bangers, Opalite. Yep.
Travis has good taste. Just follow whatever Travis likes.
Jen, Actually Romantic. Tina, Father Figure slaps.
Ruin the friendship. All right.
Ophelia and Opalite.
I can't wait to. Some Badger said I can't wait to see everyone's edits for Actually Romantic. Dude, I can't wait to see the edits of all this stuff. Yeah, there's so many content ideas. It's very exciting. She gave us a lot with, you know, again, it's only 12 tracks, but it's like there's so much packed into each one that it's like, oh, where do we even begin?
Opalite, Father Figure canceled, and wish list for me. Can I pick 4? That's how I feel. My favorite is Wish List, and hearing her say how much she wants a simple family life gave me butterflies as a new mom.
Oh, we
Aw.
said that in our React video. We were like, man, shout out to the people who are actually moms, not dog moms. Like, this song is for you. You made it. Like, I love that. A few people have said there was a coffee cup with a panther.
Yeah, I don't know what they're talking about.
Where? Please explain.
Someone said eldest daughter is, in my opinion, one of the best love songs she's ever written. I can't listen to it without crying. Only child here. Yeah, I had said that too. I said, is this her first track 5 that's ultimately really a happy love song? Like it's deep and it makes me want to cry, but ultimately the overall message is that she's good.
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah.
Very, very possible. Like the ending of the album. It's like, wow, we get these happy endings finally.
Father figure, so good. Elizabeth Taylor.
Elizabeth Taylor. Oh, funny. Badger asked, did you do the back of the theater seats photo shoot? I love when y'all remember stuff. Okay. So we're going back Sunday. So we did do test photos, practice photos, if you
I
will.
think they were pretty good. Ryan thinks we can do better.
Maybe I'll post it on our story.
She's like Taylor in the music
Oh,
video
no,
shoot
literally.
where she's like, that was great, but let's try one more time.
Well, I was like, it's good for me. I was like, we can do better. We're gonna be back anyway. But we got lucky and the theater cleared out, and I was like, should we just wait around? And so we could post it on Instagram, you know, once again, maybe giving more incentive to go over there. If you guys want it, but it's gonna be the teaser, not the finale. I could post what we already have. But yeah, I will probably be subjecting Molly and Alex to that again in 2 days.
Megan said, I thought about you guys when I was there and wondered if you did it. And
We did.
Then Ryan is a shiny bug.
Molly
Yeah.
wanted me to wear a shiny bug outfit to the theater, and I was like, girl, come on.
Girl.
Girl.
So
So
it would have looked really good in
if you
it.
go to our story right now, you can see what we did wear, and it was funny because it was, so this is what I'm wearing on Sunday, which is really fun, and I'm going to be wearing this in mini content videos because
so
it's a vibe. You will see this again in its entirety.
Yeah.
I bought this for the Kelsey Ballerini concert back in March because it's very coded to what she wears, and it's perfect for Life of a Showgirl. Anyway, I digress. So what we were wearing today was like, I mean, to me, it was like PG. It was very rep coded.
Well, at first we said we were going to be comfy and go to the movie because, again, we had like no time to get ready. And we're like, all right, we don't have time to like be in these full outfits, like for you to be in the bodysuit, like whatever. And then we both ended up like leveling up a little bit above comfy.
Yeah, we looked great. Molly basically replicated the outfit that Taylor wears in the movie when she's doing like when she's sitting in the director's chair. So like the orange top and the black skirt. We both have the Coachella black skirt. And so we both wore that. And so she wore that. And then I was giving per usual rep vibes. I had my rep socks, fishnets, a rep tee, and like a sequin jacket. And then we ended up going to Trader Joe's after, unplanned, and just walked around briefly around town just in that. And I'm like, imagine if I was in a shiny bug outfit. People would be like, girl.
Multiple employees at Trader Joe's. Like one person when we walked in said, oh, you guys look really cute. And we're like, oh, thanks. And then the cashier said, oh, you guys going to a party? And we're like, well, we did. And then we went to the release party of a Showgirl.
And I was like, I know it sounds weird if you don't know what I'm talking about, which you're giving vibes. You have no idea what I'm saying. But she's like, well, regardless, y'all look great. I was like, okay, thanks.
Christina asked Molly, do you have anything sequined? Kind of. So my plan for my outfit is that the skirt that I wore in our reaction video of the album, if you've watched that on our Patreon already, then you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, go check it out. But I was trying to recreate the outfit that the Eras Tour dancer is wearing in the Cardigan promo. So it's like a black sequin skirt with silver stars on them. And then she's wearing like a shiny white bra with the cardigan over it. And so I got the skirt and I had a white top, but the cardigan obviously didn't come in time. I'm hoping that it's in time for when we go back. So if
Yeah.
you might be in this and then I might be in that.
Oh, and then we're gonna crush.
Yeah.
And plus, again, for content, dude, we need to get the cardigan.
I
So,
know.
where's it at?
Taylor Nation even asked yesterday, or like posted when they were promoting, listen to the album at midnight, blah, blah, blah. They were like, wear your orange cardigan. I'm like, we don't have our orange cardigan. I
Right?
want it.
I know. So, yeah, that's why, I mean, we're gonna go back regardless, but we're like, okay, we'll save it again. So, but I'm very excited to be obnoxious and use this outfit as much as possible. It's probably my favorite of all the outfits, and I almost didn't bring it, and I was like, wait a second, I have like a really obnoxiously showgirl outfit. I just didn't even know.
Yeah, this is my
Oh.
anti-hero costume being reused for like many
Dude.
times, but
It
I
never
wore
goes
it when we
out
went to
of
LA.
style.
Yeah, to the air tour in LA where Taylor announced 1989 Taylor's version. So it always brings back the
And
memes
it's
whenever I
literally
wear
the
it.
showgirl colors.
It was like the first TikTok we ever posted on our It Hit Stiff Pod account. I was wearing this.
Oh, I was also gonna mention, so if y'all have been to the movies, if you're going, again, if you want to send us a pic of your fit, because some people have been doing that on Instagram, please DM it to us. We want to see. It's been really cool. People like sending us their photos of their fits. And
Yes.
tell us how you're preparing if you are going. Some people have also asked like what to bring, what to do, what's the vibe, and it's gonna be different. Oh, that's right. We forgot to put the phone. It's gonna be different, obviously, depending on where you are and what city, and some are gonna be more rowdy than others. But yeah, bring the friendship bracelets. If you're going alone or thinking about going alone, do it because it's
Yeah,
always a
just
vibe.
go.
People are amazing. Swifties, you're safe. And yeah. And
Yeah.
then, so do we know if every theater is getting these?
I don't know. The
If
theater
not,
we
we're
went to is a
sorry.
little local
Okay,
theater,
if
and it's
anyone's
really
been, tell us.
The theater we went to is this local theater that is really cool. It's a one-screen theater, and I think they literally changed their programming this weekend because it was not originally on the list. But I was really pumped that we could go there. I love going to this place, and Ryan had never been. I've been wanting her to
Yeah.
go for a while, but it just hasn't timed out.
It's a
with like some
one-screen theater.
Yeah.
So just one
just one, and it's like
theater. Yeah.
it used to have the old stadium style seating, like in the photo that we're trying to recreate of Taylor crawling over the seats. It used to have that, and then it just recently got upgraded.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love this place so much. Anyway,
We
they
got-
handed us out some
Pretty cool. Did anybody else get these, or was this just us? Also, it has this.
and they gave us glow sticks.
Wait for it. This is gonna be obnoxious. Warning. We need to know in the
It's
chat.
giving shiny bug kind
It's
of.
blinding. I can't see.
Yeah, they had
Please
glow
let us
sticks.
know.
It was the vibe. And yes, some people did dress up. I would say it was more like comfy dress up than
While people are saying no, wow, go off your theater.
I know, I love my theater.
I mean, yeah, they were like,
They
I
were
thought this was
$2.
just Taylor doing this, and I was like, random, but I mean, here we are. Like, I mean, aren't they flattering? Yeah, it was a whole vibe. Someone asked if people were dancing and standing. Sadly, no. But
we were bopping
again,
in our seats.
your theater might be different.
Yeah.
We were lit in our seats.
People
was
did
like,
clap after every song.
yeah,
That was
people
fun.
were stoked. Yeah, so it just depends where you go, but that's why you can go. You only have 2 more days left. You can go multiple times if you want to like pop around different theaters to get different vibes.
Mhm. By the way, I see a lot of members in the chat right now. Thank you guys for being members of our YouTube.
Imagine
Well-
just tuning in right now and you're like, what's going on?
Like, what
And here I
is
am
girls
thinking this is
doing?
universal.
Well,
Apparently we're alone in this, so go off. Go off your theater. We should give them a shout out on Instagram or something.
yeah, they're so awesome. Well, we've been talking for 2.5 hours. I think that's 3 times the length of the album. So
Yep.
if you want another hour and 40-ish minutes of us talking, you could go check out the our live reaction to hearing the album for the first time. I'm like, I should keep these on. I keep
Yeah, look
taking
at
them
the
off.
poll, Molly.
What's
It
the
said,
poll?
should we be required to wear these moving forward in
Oh,
all
sorry, I
shows?
keep taking them off.
Yeah, commit to the bit.
Some people are saying, oh wait, it's yes and of course. I thought there's like a yes and a no.
Some people are saying no, don't ever take them off. I'm like, I'm sorry, are they offending you?
Yeah, so go check out our reaction on Patreon if you haven't seen it. And again, we'll be posting it here on YouTube in about 12 and a half hours. Get your countdown going.
Get that countdown. And yeah, again, one more shout out for the Instagram. We will keep you posted on content coming down the pipeline. Tomorrow, we've got some free time, and I will be entering my director chair and be like, all right, we've got some dances
Tomorrow is
to
time for
learn.
the social content.
So some of our favorite content.
Yeah.
So, yeah. If anyone hasn't seen the movie yet and plans on going, have the best time. Best day.
It's been the best day. Thank you all for hanging out with us. We love doing these live streams, and we appreciate you spending your Friday night, or maybe it's your Saturday morning, wherever you are watching from. Thank you for joining us.
Yes. Y'all are always so fun to debrief with.
I hope we did Showgirl a little bit of justice, because it's amazing.
Yes. This is definitely the most fun era to emulate,
I know. It's been so fun.
Just getting color back into our faces.
Yeah. Like literally.
All right.
Thank you all so much. Hit that like button and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Bye.
Bye.